Oh, what's going on, my people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for the Mandem Talk Wednesday, 5 p.m. You know the score, people. The Mandem need to chat, and today we're going chat. You know what I'm saying? The WhatsApp group was popping off last night. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we just need to talk today, people, man. So big up to everybody who's locked in right now. I want everybody to hit the like button on the video. There's over 200 people already in the building. Make sure you hit the like button. The likes are the algorithm. You get me? So them likes are needed right now. And yeah, man, we're gonna get into it, man. We got Traps in the building. Traps, you got to keep the same energy as last night. You get me? You were talking the talk. So I want to see
What
the
we,
energy today, bro. What are you
listen,
saying,
you,
broski?
listen, you know me, man. Consistent. I'm consistent with it, yeah. Same energy, same treatment, yeah. Big up to everyone in there. Big to everyone in the comments. Like the video, man. Listen, I got a lot of stuff to say today. Same energy, Saeed, man. You know this already, man.
Come on, yo. Tyrone's in the building. Tyrone, what are you telling him? What are you telling him?
I'm blessed, man. Happy to be here. Obviously, make sure you're liking the video. Big up Chaps, Musa, Neji, Rhino every single time. Obviously, I don't know where Leon is, but hopefully we can make it. Bless up to him. But you know what? This is the best part of the day because Saeed, me and you've been on the phone. I've had a day of hell. So
yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say, man. So I just got the email now. I just sent that to you as well. So yeah, man, let's just talk football. Let's just get my mind thinking about other things. I'm good to be on with the Mandem every single time. You know what I mean? Your beautiful faces, man.
come on. Musa, man, the chat been asking for Musa. You know what I'm saying? For how long we'll have you is a different question, but what are you saying, Musa?
I'm here, man. I'm here. What's the Mandem saying?
Bro, we're here, man. We're just here to talk about the club in it. The club that's right now is looking a bit peak right now. But Lay G, what are you saying, bro? Everything blessed.
Bro, similar to Ty, man. One of them days, man. Not as deep as Ty's, but there, man. I just like I said to you backstage, man. This is therapy, man. This is therapy. So my main aim for this one is to not allow today's emotions to get in the way of my opinions. You know them ones because sometimes it can get heated. That's my job test. That's my focus today. But obviously, shout out to Musa, the troublemaker, and then the group chat. Do you know what I mean? My main guy. Shout out to Rhino, Big Ty, Big Traps. Shout out to Saeed. Obviously, the people in the comments. And yeah, man, get the likes up, people, man. Minimum 500 by now, every stream, minimum. So yeah, man, go do that. Support your favorite show, man.
Absolutely. And Rhino's in the building. Rhino, what are you saying, bro?
There, man. Listen, man. Let's get this thing cracking. Big up the Mandem as always. Everyone, Leon as well. Big up the chat. You guys like up the video, man. We need to see minimum 500 today. Listen. We got a lot to talk about. It's mad right now. It's mad.
Yeah. All right, let's get into
Musa,
it.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, Musa? What are you up to? What are you up to,
Musa? I'm the only one that's consistent. I'm consistently consistent.
The dark side, man.
I'm consistent FC. I'm the only one that's consistent. That's it.
Wow.
You know, let's start with you, Musa. Let's start with you, man. Obviously you kind of lost faith in the manager anyway, but what are you thinking of yesterday? Generally, Man United now, the feeling with Ten Hag, you know what I mean? Is it gonna get better? Is it just going now? Are they playing for the manager? What do you think's going on right now, bro, with Man United?
Saeed, Mandem, I'm looking at our last 3 games. What is it? Brentford, Sheffield United, and Copenhagen, yeah?
Yeah.
If you go and look at the stats in those games in terms of possession, shots on target, us man are going, like young Spray will say, we're going shotgun for shotgun.
Machine
We're
for
going
machine.
shot for, yeah, that's a machine for machine. We're going like toe to toe with teams that are expected to be in a relegation as far as the Premiership's concerned. Maybe not Brentford, but definitely Sheffield United. And then we're looking at Copenhagen, where it's like, why are we going toe to toe with these teams? And when I look at that, I just say to myself, is that I'm not trying to tell Eric Ten Hag to win the league, and I've always set my standard. Everyone's got their standards in terms of how you support a manager and what you think a manager should be doing. I don't care where we at. I don't think anywhere in the last 10 years since Alex Ferguson's left, I don't think any manager walks into a United team in their second season, let alone their first, expecting to finish anywhere outside of the top four. I just don't see outside of the top four finish as something that we can even be entertaining. So I just keep on looking at this manager and I'm like, the reason I've stopped supporting Eric Ten Hag, and I told you, man, before, is that it's not Eric Ten Hag. Like, he's not doing the things that I was really behind. Like, he's not, sticking to his guns. He's not doing the things that made him the manager that we were all so excited to have. So he's starting to do things and starting to play on the counter attack. And maybe, and I'm hearing things like Man United are more suited for counter attack football. The players that we have are more suited for counter attack football. But I'm like, the manager's brought in nearly half the squad. Why are they still counter attack players? Somehow he's also played into that system with someone like Mason Mount, who it's not about Mason Mount, but he's not a possession based player. He's also one of those players that will like to play in a counter attacking team. So I'm thinking to myself, has he changed in terms of what he wants to do and what he wants to set out?
Nah,
And I would have
Musa,
just
you
been
just didn't
happy.
understand him in the first place, bro. And this is why you're having these
Nah,
like
because my thing
realizations.
is this.
It's facts.
My thing is this. No, my thing is this. If you're saying the Ten Hag that came to Ajax, I didn't understand him, then I didn't understand him. Because I keep on saying to you, Anaji,
Go on,
if
bro.
I look at a bottle of water and if it says still water, I'm not expecting it to be sparkling. The brother sold me a still water, now he's doing sparkling business.
Yeah, but
It's not
this
still no
yeah, but
more. And you're saying
yeah,
to me, but no, Nay, let me land.
yeah, go on,
Naji. And you're saying to
yeah, go on,
me,
bro.
but it's still water. But you're telling me it's still water. But I'm saying to you, Naji, it's sparkling. One still, one sparkling. Right now, he's sparkling. He's not still water. When he came into Man United, he was still water, like possession based, like playing a different type of football. It was still. Now it's just sparkling energy and up and down, and I don't know what's going on. So I definitely don't understand him. I expected him to be still, playing what it said on the tin. And now when I see him start in midfield, cool, the defense is a shambles, but he's still got his players in the midfield that he bought. You bought Ericsson, you bought Mason Mount. These are your players. You like them. You were ready to sell McTominay. What's going on? Why do you think that your best three in midfield is Amrabat, McTominay, and Bruno? With two of the players that you bought, one of them is your big summer signing, who now is you're benching him for McTominay. Like, I don't get what's going on. So for me, like I told you, it's like seeing my brethren getting beat up, and I'm like, listen, I got a friend to tell my brethren, you can't do it. I gotta save you. And everyone's saying he's gonna get himself sacked, but I haven't seen him do anything different in the last 5 games that tells me Eric Ten Hag has a different plan to what's going on at United. He's not showing me anything, and we're just firefighting against teams that we should be beating, and we're celebrating like the last 3 games and the last 3 wins that we've had. I just don't know how we can celebrate that as if it shouldn't have been tea and biscuits.
I hear you, I'm going to get a couple of super chats on this one here. HK says, what's my guy going to say to defend Bruno this week? Another 2 dead games from the captain. Rashford and Bruno stink at the place weekly and always play. And then the reason why we play it this way is because we choose to rely on 2 players like Bruno and Rashford instead of getting rid of them, replacing them with what we can. And then Zoatek says, hey, I'll say it. Ten Hag is crap. I'll be real. You know what? I'm going to come to you, Traps. Obviously, you know what I mean? HKN's coming here with Bruno Rashford. We're relying on individuals. We play like individuals as well. Zoatek saying they were playing like crap. Like, do you see it getting any better, bro? Is the football sustainable? Have you got faith in Ten Hag?
Listen, I ain't got no faith in this guy no more, man. I'll be honest with you. Like, he's had opportunity after opportunity to change it, yeah, and he's not changing it. Yeah, he's just. You know what he's doing? Do you know? I spoke to someone yesterday, and the conclusion was, yeah, he is literally doing. Yeah, you remember when Ollie was gonna lose his job, and every single time he was gonna lose his job, a result would come out. yeah, he'd get a result. So he'd get like an extra life. This is exactly what this guy's doing here. Don't be surprised on the weekend. You get a result on the weekend, and then next week we're back to struggling against relegation fodder again. But I don't think it's going to get any better. I just think that United have a set of players that are good enough to play and survive in the Premier League. That is it. They can survive in it. Whether they're going to win nothing or do anything in the Premier League is two different things. But there's enough quality in the squad for the team to survive, especially in the mid-table area.
Yeah. So you're done then, basically. You're done with him, basically.
I don't. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Say like last night. Think about it like this. People have been running jokes about Eriksen, about how Eriksen died on the pitch and this, that, and the third. And I always said Eriksen on the free is probably the best midfielder that we have. You've gone and bought what? 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 or 4 midfielders now? Is it three midfielders, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 3 midfielders
Mount,
you bought, and
Mount, Casemiro, and Amrabat. Oh, no, 4, 4.
And Eriksen.
It's 4.
Yeah,
Eriksen,
and no, but I'm saying this. 4 and Eriksen, and you're still relying. No, you're still relying on Eriksen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you're still relying. Eriksen's coming on and playing like how someone should play in the Champions League. How a team that's meant to be playing against Copenhagen. We're not playing against prime Barcelona here, or you're playing against FC Copenhagen at home. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a very emotional time at the club because there's been a couple of bereavements, and these men can't get it together for 90 minutes. And what? That's not down. That's down to him, man. I'll be honest with you, because it's like you said, McTominay was out the door in the summer. Maguire was out the door in the summer. Now these are the fucking heroes. So where's your boys, bro? Where's all your boys, bro? What's man like Andy getting subbed off and that get changed because they ain't done shit all game and that? You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. Honestly, this guy has brought a load of rubbish to the club, yeah. And right now, for you to have to revert back to Scott McTominay, yeah, and Harry Maguire and these lot stealing the headlines, just goes to show you, man. Like, bro, you're on borrowed time now.
Yo, you know what it is? Yeah,
we actually got 2 full like Ten Hag outs now.
Yeah, that's it now. Two's gone now. Two's gone. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like for me, I said it in the stadium yesterday. Ten Hag will sack himself because you know I look at what he's doing right now. He's not playing with the system. We are looking for individuals to get us out of trouble, and I generally do believe that, guys, because this isn't sustainable. When it could be sustainable to finish what 8th, 9th, but to get where you need to be, Tyrone, I don't think it is going to be sustainable. I'm looking at what we're doing in training. I don't see it. You know what I mean? It took Christian Eriksen to get hold of the game and do what Christian Eriksen does.
Yeah,
you see what I mean?
It's true. It's happened. Sheffield United game, they had to come on and do the same thing. Yesterday, had to come on and do the same thing. And the problem is when Christian Eriksen starts games, he doesn't really have the impact that we want to see him have because we know that he can only last 60 minutes max. And after the first half, his performance dipped. So it's a shame that the best way we get out of him is actually bringing him off the bench. And I was talking on this on Never a Foul last night. I said, I look at the midfielders we've got. When you've got Casemiro, you've got Eriksen, you've got Amrabat, you've obviously got Kobe Mainoo, who's coming back from injury, but he's still young. You've got Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, Hannibal. When I look at a number 8, Eriksen's the best we've got, and he's 32 years of age. Easy. And I look at it. I look at it like now. Like
Donny Van der Beek is there. You lot are written him off, but he's there.
I'm not trying to compare him to Arsenal, but compare us to Arsenal. But when you look at Arsenal, right? They went to Chelsea and got popped on the weekend, even though they got a draw. But everyone was like, "Oh, Declan Rice, is he the number 8?" Like at the moment, Arsenal were trying to find out who's the right number 8 to play alongside Odegaard because they kind of missed out maybe a Paqueta they should have gone for. I feel like Man United are in the same boat. You've got your Amrabats and Casemiro, but then who's the player who's creating? Who's the one passing through the lines? Who's the one that's brave on the ball?
Mason Mount.
None of them can do that. No, because Mason Mount ain't good enough for me to do that right now. I just don't think what I've seen from him so far this season, he's been that great. He's been all right the last 2 games. Don't get me wrong. The last 2 games, Musa, before the international break, Mason Mount was better than Bruno. And I do think Mason Mount should have got some minutes in the last 2 games. However,
but the manager said that.
Nah, but hear me, Musa. I don't just want to be settling because Mason Mount's at the club and be like, oh, we've got Mason Mount. Because still, I don't think Mason Mount is also good enough either to do that role. So for me,
that's on the manager.
And when we look at it, right, we've beaten Brentford 94th and 97th minute. We're going to Sheffield United, and there's 2 ways to look at it. The performance wasn't great, but we could have won 4-1 because the Højlund chance, the Garnacho chance, and stuff like that. Yeah. But we didn't because we're not scoring goals. So we're scraped to win there. We go home to Copenhagen. First 45 minutes, I'll be honest with you, I'd rather sit outside of my garden and watch the grass grow. Honestly, it was awful. Copenhagen came to Old Trafford and they were popping it out like they had a plan. So for me, we don't even have a basic style of play, and we're 14 months in now. Now, I'm a big Ten Hag fan. I wanted Eric Ten Hag, but I'm sorry, I'm not. I know there's ownership people, yeah, and I know there's stuff that goes on like above, and I get that. That is obviously part of the car crash. However, Eric Ten Hag is also part of the car crash because still he's the one training these players every day. He's the one that got these players top score. We won a trophy last year. We got the FA Cup final, but still into this season, I'm not seeing a style of play. And it reminds me of when I used to go and watch Ollie people. I used to go to Old Trafford with Saeed sometimes and about Saeed, look, we've got blah, blah, blah at home. We should be winning. But we didn't even know what Man United is going to turn up. And it definitely feels like that right now. Honestly, guys, no basic patterns of play. I think the players are low on confidence. You know, we're struggling to beat these lesser teams, and it's papering over the cracks, to be honest, because any other team in the first half would have done us 2-0 probably in that first half, would have created better chances than Copenhagen. The only thing that I want to give respite, I watched Eric Ten Hag's interview after, and I'm not defending him, by the way. I'm just trying to see it from where his angle is. Paul Scholes said
Look at that comment.
Paul, yeah, he did 30 seconds early. Paul Scholes said to Ten Hag, are you trying to find the midfield balance? Because at the moment it looks disjointed. And I was like, great question, Scholes. Getting it accurate. And Ten Hag goes, look, Eriksen's come on and made an impact. But when he started the games, and we've had Mason Mount, or we've had Amrabat and Eriksen and so forth, we still haven't always looked our best in control games. So I've had to keep changing things up because I haven't had the solid back four. Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Martinez in there. And last year, that was the foundation of success. You know, your defense, and then you breathe it into the midfield. So I'm not saying that's an excuse, but Ten Hag is obviously feeling the effects of it because instead of just putting the question aside, he answered it and said, look, I am struggling to get the balance. I'm having to make changes each game. So at the moment, that basically tells me he doesn't really know the formula right now. So we're just scraping by, Mandem, and Sunday could be scary.
Facts.
Lord of the
I
mercy.
mean, let me get the rest of the Mandem in. Let me hear Rhino. Rhino, what are you got?
I am still behind the manager, by the way.
But Ty, how can you just eulogize that whole situation? They're talking about Mason Mount being a top signing and him not being good enough. How can you back this man after he clearly is employing people that you deem that are not good enough?
Let me go.
Because we had a good last season, right?
Ty, wait.
Into the season.
Ty, don't explain it. Ty. It's calm. Listen, I got this.
Go on, Ryan. You got this.
Listen, man.
Rhino's a slight troublemaker, you know.
No, wait, which one do we want? When we were losing at the start of the season, we said we need to do what we need to do to win the games. As long as it's messy, we don't mind. As long as we get points on the board, we're going to do our thing. Now we're scraping by the Mandem are saying, oh, we don't like what we're seeing. Which one do we want, Mandem? We know right now we're in a bad position at this club right now. There's a lot happening in the background. But Traps, Musa, I'm asking you guys that. Look in my eyes. What do you want? Do you want points on the board or do you want style of play? Which one do you want? Knowing where we are right now, which one do you want, Mandem? Honestly, just tell me, because when we lost to Tottenham, we lost to Arsenal.
I want style of play.
Okay, so you rather have style of play than points on the board to points on the board. Is that what you're telling me?
I want style of play.
Basically.
Yeah, I want style of play.
So you don't mind us losing?
That's sustainable.
You don't mind us getting battered as long as you have style of play, yeah?
No, style of play. Listen, let's be honest, Rhino. This is a quick one. I don't want to take your time, but style of play is sustainable. What's not sustainable is stealing wins and getting points and then being upset tomorrow.
All right,
that's
cool.
not sustainable.
Let me answer the first part of your question.
What you're saying go on.
So, Musa, are you telling me with your honest heart and soul, yeah, no pun intended for the resole, but your honest heart and soul, yeah, that you would be happy with us getting battered left, right, and center as long as you got a style of play, and you won't moan and say, "Oh, Ten Hag needs to win," blah blah blah.
No, Ryan, it's not. It doesn't have to be extreme, because I remember early in the season, Neji said it, and me and him made the point. Keep what you had last season. Keep your back four. Keep your goalkeeper.
The back four injured.
Invest in other. Listen, no, but okay, cool. Martinez started this season when we were getting havoc. Varane was there when we were getting havoc.
We realized
and Wan-Bissaka was on the bench.
He was playing for. But
let me go. So let me start. Let me land quickly. All I'm saying is we would have preferred last season's football and building on that.
Yeah.
True. Trying to do something this season. That's it. So I'm not saying that
But
yeah,
that's what
we
he's
should be
trying to
getting
do.
back
He's
to
trying
him.
to do what you want. He's
But
trying
we
to do
said
what you want this season.
no, he's not trying to do that because there is no style of there's no style of play.
Yes,
How
there
many
is.
games in
That's
are we,
true.
lads?
There is a
I
style of
agree.
play.
I agree. There's no the players are not doing the set
Okay, let me wait
style,
for
but
Neji.
we've
Neji
seen
said there's a style of play.
I personally think there's repeated patterns that we have seen that Oli
Correct.
didn't have. I get the comparisons. I understand it. I understand the nostalgia to kind of go back to Oli and think, what are we doing? But you're telling me that Oli overlapped his wingers. Not what do you call the left back and right back? I always forget
Fullback.
right
Yeah.
now. The
Wing back.
fullbacks.
Fullback.
You're telling me he played with the
Yeah, fullback.
inverts and overlaps, and he did certain things. He played with an
3-1-6
overload in the
out of
final
possession,
third.
in
There's
possession.
certain things that Ten Hag.
That's
I
last
get it.
season.
No,
No,
but
That's
this
last
season as well.
season.
no, we
That's
started the
last
season like
season.
that.
No,
We started.
last season.
We did.
You said the man are
You know what,
injured.
I'm gonna get, after this, watch.
No, Musa.
Hey, wait. Hold on. Do you know what I want? Do you know what I want, right? Do you know what I actually want? I want to know why these players are performing so badly. I want to know the same way they're conducting investigations. The same way they're conducting investigations as to why they keep getting injured all the time. Conducting investigation of why they're so shit.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Get to the bottom of it. Don't listen. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with. Listen, there's nothing wrong with your team losing. You know, or like you know what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with your team losing. Yeah, but if you're losing it in a certain fashion, like yesterday, but you're seeing what? Listen, bearing in mind what you're seeing yesterday was world-class save from Onana, even though he was repulsing me yesterday with his time he took him to play out the ball and that, and the short passes, the short De Gea passes to the defenders, which is not supposed to be. We're supposed to be moving on from that, all this stuff that's going on, I want to know why, big man, because you got your star man,
Can I ask you something, Traps? Was it Ten Hag's fault that Rashford missed a sitter or Garnacho missed a sitter? If those two goals go in, it's a different conversation. It's his fault then, man.
Hold on. Listen.
You know why? You know why Rashford's was his fault? Because he shouldn't be on the pitch. He shouldn't be on the pitch.
No, man, you're
Rashford. You know why Rashford's his fault? Because Rashford shouldn't be on the pitch. Why is he on the pitch?
Another man, you're gonna have Olive Garnacho, but he also missed one.
Martin, no, I would have Martial on the left. I would have Martial on the left. He would have buried those chances.
Listen, look.
You said we're back.
Hey, Rhino, look, listen. Look, you see the fucking. You saw at the end, bro. It's like 5 minutes to go. It's about 5 minutes to go. My man puts on a sub to sub Rashford off, Then man's on some someone like that.
You're telling me
the man's fucking.
Hold on. We're using the official mistake on the number.
Bro, that wasn't no official mistake, bro. That was not no official mistake. That was no official's mistake, bro. That was no official's mistake.
Because Ten Hag always takes Highland off. Ten Hag always takes Highland off for Marshall. He's been doing it.
Let's create a balance here. You know what? Mandem, we have to create a balance here, Yes. They should be finishing their chances, but also we're relying on moments. I feel like it's not like a continuation of patterns.
That's
of play.
true.
That's where my problem is. I think that the balance should be we should have chances and we should have a style to what we're doing. That's you can go both.
I definitely agree with that. I agree with that.
This is why we should have both. If you look at it. You look at Man City, you know they play a style of football and they win games. You look at Liverpool, they play a style of method and they win games. Newcastle, I kind of look at Liverpool in their prime where they're scoring loads of goals. They've got that high energy and that's their style of play. They get goals and win games. You look at Tottenham, their managers just come in, and I do believe that Erik Ten Hag is a better manager on paper than Ange. However, Ange is coming after 2 months. Look at the football seeing. So
what Ange does doesn't happen all the time, man. That doesn't happen every day.
Bro. Yeah, but you know what?
It's consistent. It's consistent. They've got a style of play. Ange's got a style of play.
Give me 20 seconds. And then Spurs, I'm just saying, they might not win anything, but he's coming in the basic principles is the players know what they're doing and we know what we're going to be watching. You then look at Chelsea. Yes, they had a bit of a poor start to the season, but you could all see the framework of what they're putting in. And against Arsenal in the weekend, we saw that. So I'm not saying Ten Hag, be a wonder man, but when someone's asking me on this panel, do I want to start a play or do I want to win games? Why can't I have a bit of both when we're talking about one of the best managers? Why are we picking one or the other?
Let Neji go.
Let's put this in a box for man. I'm gonna put it in a box for man. First season, we started like shit. We started dire, and then he brings and pulls it around, plays a style of football that's not literally his way of playing football, Let's get that in mind. This is why I don't understand the Ajax thing. Yeah, he plays a different style of football because he had to adapt to the signings because he couldn't get the original. What's his name? Frankie De Jong. So he adapts and has an incredible season. So he finds a style of football. Then this season, he then makes certain profile changes to then play a different style of football. But the reality is, what I was trying to tell you, lot, is that he's changed the profile so much that he hasn't got the other profiles to complement the system.
Yeah, so why is he doing that though? Why is he doing that then? Yeah, so why is he doing that then?
But why?
Because he's gonna.
So why is he doing that then?
Answer the question one more
You
time.
got no
His
business
head's
doing. You got
gone.
no
His
business
head's
doing that.
gone.
You got no business doing that.
Chaps, listen. It's really, really simple. If you have to go backwards in your plan because you've made certain signings, that is part of a progress.
No, I'm not having that.
Nah,
I'm not having
bro.
that. I'm not having
Nah,
that.
nah,
How
nah.
do you make? Listen, no. Listen. How do you listen? How do you make signings? Yeah, multiple signings. Yeah, to step backwards. How is that possible? Yeah,
Because a man just allowed to make a mistake. That's
We're
why.
the only club.
Man's allowed to make a
We're the
mistake.
only club that does it. We're the
Ain't
only
mistake.
club.
Wait,
We're the only club.
Listen, I listen to you, man, for time. I hush my
Yeah.
guns.
Let Neji,
I
and then I
hush
want
my
Leon. I
guns.
need Leon to come in. I
I
need Leon
hush
to
my
come in
guns.
as well.
Lovely.
Go on.
They're gonna go back to the signs of last season. We've literally no one rebutted this. Last season we played a different style of football. The signings he brought in was to adapt to basically what was going on. Ericsson was brought in not to play his style of system for this season. It was to back up from last season. So again, during a situation, he's had to go, shit, I need players, I need this. Let me go get Sabitzer and do these things. You're acting like he brought them in to play the style of football you want to see this season. He's also got profiles he couldn't get rid of to go and bring in other profiles. You man are genuinely season. You don't want to hear it, but it's facts, bro. Hold on. No. I ain't finished for that. Cause I'm not having
You
this
said
bullshit
rebuttal.
every single day,
You
man.
say
I'm
rebuttal.
not having it
Neji.
24/7.
Nah,
You say
man.
rebuttal. Neji
So
says.
this season,
Neji says
hold
no
on.
one rebattled me.
Neji
And then
said
when
there's
you rebuttal
profiles he
it,
couldn't
he
get
says
rid of.
no.
I'm just saying. Let me land the question for you, chaps, yeah?
No, Neji, you just said he ain't got profiles he couldn't get rid of. Who are they?
You seem to think, yeah, that you don't need a full 22-man squad to play consistent football with the right profiles in the system in this day and age. You think 2, 3, 4-man signings, whilst you're still having players from 3, 4 managers ago, makes sense. With a bag of injuries as well. And you have an expectation that that's
on him.
Okay.
No, hold on. Neji,
Nah,
you
man,
said there was profiles. Neji, you said there was profiles that he couldn't get rid of. Yeah?
Correct.
Who are them profiles?
Okay, you got Maguire, you've got McTominay.
All right, cool. Let me just stop you there, yeah? You see without Maguire and McTominay right now, this guy's probably on the verge of losing his fucking job, mate. That's the truth of it, yeah? So let's not even go there.
That's a different conversation.
Yo, because how can you say he's trying to get rid of them?
But
You're not improving,
bro.
There's no improvement.
Conversation.
Oh, all right, it's a different conversation. How can it be a different conversation?
If you want, okay, all right, Trap.
How can that be a different conversation? You've gone out and got players to replace these men that are not good enough. Mason Mount has a number 7 on his back of his shirt.
Hold up.
No, but the thing is, there has to be a balance again. Both of you guys, you have to have a balance. Two things can be right. I think where AG's coming from, I get it. These guys should have been kind of out the window. We should have had replacements. But also, the squad that he's using right now, is he utilizing it to his best ability? I don't think he is as well.
He's not.
He's not. The two players he wanted to get rid of, Maguire and McTominay, they're the ones starting right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, the one starting right now. There you go.
No, they are saving his bacon right now, bro. Saving his bacon.
5 new left backs, 2 of them are fucking midfielders. And you'll tell me that's a legit reason to go, I expect a type of football when we can't even build a foundation. What is this?
So, okay, Neji, can I ask you a question?
Can I
get the super chats in? Can I get the super chats in? Tyrone, let me just get the super chats in. Zoetic says, Rhino, we are 11th place and in 3rd place in the group. What are you talking about? You act like we're playing bad football, but we are 2nd in the league. Blood waffling. And then HK says, to be fair, if Martial and Sancho played as much as Rashford is on the left this season, they do way better. And we have more wins. That's a big statement, yeah. And Farah says, profile hype, a quality coach can make players suit a style of play. Players are not rigid, they can be coached. Well, I don't know where the coaching is.
You know what? I like
Neji.
Ten Hag. Neji, I like Ten Hag, and I'm still behind him. However, these are professional football players at Manchester United. If he can't get some of these basic players doing something that he wants to do, then it's a bit of both. Ten Hag has to take some of the blame, bro, and so does the play. I want to ask you something. Let me ask you a question. You're saying right now we should expect a style of play. That's what you just quoted.
No, I don't say we shouldn't expect style of play because I've already just said there is a style of play. I don't think there
Okay, so
isn't a
when do
style
you
of play.
expect this style of play to then resurrect into
No,
better
what I'm saying to you is,
performances then?
I don't expect the style of play to be bang on 24/7.
No,
and you've got
I'm not
certain
asking for that,
situations.
bro. I just
No,
want to
but
say,
I'm
when
saying,
can we come on
yeah,
here?
but you, I'm
When
looking
can we
to
come
you,
on
bro.
here and say that we've had a good
Yeah, but
performance? When
Traps,
do you
think
expect
about.
that, bro?
Sorry, Ty. Think about who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Traps, yeah, and Musa, who are Ten Hag out because they're not seeing a style of play. So I'm saying you're that.
No.
I'm in the middle.
That's not what. No. I am not Ten Hag out because I don't see the
Don't
style
lie,
of play.
man. Don't lie,
I
bro.
am not.
Don't
I am
lie,
Ten
man.
Hag out because I haven't seen no progression in this team. Yeah, this season, and he's had signings. He's had 400. He's had 400. He's had 400 million. Yeah, to improve the squad.
400
Yeah.
million this. 400 million that.
And there's no improvements. Let's be honest.
Chaps,
Are we
Chaps,
improving?
Chaps,
Oh,
Neji, I want you to go.
That's time,
Chaps, this is why I'm playing devil's advocate, and Neji knows I'm
This is
10 hogging. I'm
ridiculous,
saying
man.
to Neji, I've got to ask Neji, even though I'm 10 hogging, when you're saying, okay, we've got a style of play, when is that going to resurrect into better performances, or when is it going to show? That's all I want you to answer, Neji. So if you think you've got a style of play,
I don't believe.
when are we going to...
Bro, I'll answer the same question. It's a great question. I don't believe anyone in their right mind can expect us to have an inconsistent back four, change it 7 times out of the 9-10 Premier League games, have 5 different left backs that are 2 midfielders, when our fullbacks have specific roles in especially when we're moving forward, have specific roles, and when we're on the ball, to then go and say, by now I should see this. If you're giving me 20% of what I need to get a system done, whether that's injuries or you haven't got the right profiles or you haven't been able to get rid of, and you're expecting 100% or near 100% in
no one's expecting 100% though.
Let me land, bro.
Neji, he's got 8 out of the 11 players. And Neji, he's got 8 out of the 11 players still on that pitch.
I know.
Let me 8 of those 11 players are not his. And they aren't to the
Anthony, Rashford, Højlund, Amrabat, Casemiro, or Bruno, or Mount, whoever it is.
Rashford is inherited.
So what you? So wait, hold a second.
We're not going to do this. We're going to shout over each other. Let me get Leon in. I want to hear his perspective because we haven't heard from Leon. Listen, I get it. It's heated and that, but let's have a bit of decorum. Leon, where do you? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I hear both sides in this story. I think there should be a demand for the players that he's got to be coached better. But I do hear where Neji's coming from. Like, some of them have been inherited, and some of them are just they're bad. And we wanted them all out, so we can't have different energy as well because we wanted them out. But go on, Leon.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. First of all, man, this is what the club's doing to us, man. So everybody just relax. I nearly bust up at the start of the stream, by the way, car. Rhino, funny guy, man. Man said to Musa and Traps, yeah, look into my eyes and tell me, look into my eyes. And then Traps dipped in it, so I nearly sang that Digga D, come back and back your boy in it. Do you know what I mean? Because he just dipped in the chat, so that nearly done me in. But boy, how do I see it right now? We can't give the manager too many excuses for time because we're seeing too many other managers around us who are making an impact. This club is a higher profile club. There's more pressure and there's more of a mess. However, his stubbornness, which I always talk about, and I've got something in front of me here, our top 6 attackers. So I'll put down here Rashford, Højlund, Anthony, Garnacho, Bruno, Martial. The guys you think would score goals have scored 8 goals, guys, this season between all of them. So
Leon, give the excessive stats. How many of our forwards are on 0?
Yeah,
0 goals, 0 assists in the league.
Of course, but the managers, in my eyes, right, yeah, I'm at a crossroads right now. Musa and Traps are valid for saying Ten Hag out because what we're seeing is unacceptable. We won last night, but 3 points in 3 games in a Champions League campaign is horrendous. What we're doing in the league right now with a -2 goal difference is horrendous. It's bad. Like, say it to Joe. So there's half of me that's like, it rings through what Nuruddin always says to me that, like, if we change the manager, will anything change, or will it be another manager that fails? Will it be another manager that fails? But another half of me is like, surely another manager can do better than this.
We keep saying that, Leon. We've been saying that every
time.
season.
9 times.
However,
13 times. Keep going.
So what's man saying?
Yeah,
that we can't.
Taking a back
cannot
step
rule
is
out
okay when you're trying to progress from something. Bear in mind, you're trying to get rid of all the bullshit that other managers have actually failed at doing.
Yes, but Neji, we have to find that line where we can't make an excuse for
What do you mean?
Yeah, but man, saying, give us. Hold a second.
I'm nearly There are basic things that we're seeing on the pitch that the manager is not delivering on. Okay,
Such as, give me an example. Such as,
you cannot tell me, in my mind, this is my opinion. I'm going to hold it. Yeah, you
of
cannot
course,
tell me that our forwards cannot score more goals. You cannot tell me that our defenders cannot defend better. You cannot tell me.
Me and Musa,
one second. Let me land. I'm nearly done.
Said about the goal scorers already.
Yeah, I'm nearly done. You cannot tell me he can make his selection better at different times, not some people too late at certain times. There are certain basics that he's not doing because he is a stubborn manager. That's how he runs with it.
Okay,
he's
so
an all or nothing guy. He ride or dies with it.
Move forward.
So
all those things.
In one hand, Neji, I understand what you're saying.
No.
I think sometimes we're making excuses sometimes for the manager.
Separate question based on what you've just said. So is late substitutions, bear in mind he's made bare substitutions in the last 2 games, which have actually been a lot better than his previous subs, because we've already had that discussion. But let's forget he's done that. Let's say those facts that you brought up that I agree with, by the way, is that enough to sack a manager? Is that enough to go be 10 or out? Genuine question.
What? Because he's what?
That's not the way is though.
No, Musa, I'm asking him a question. Is that enough?
So
the things that you've just brought to the table, is that enough to say 10 Hag out? Because he's not making subs, he's stubborn.
Yeah,
that's enough for people upstairs.
No, I'm asking Leon his opinion, bro.
That's enough for people upstairs to say this is unacceptable, because there has to be.
I'm asking you though, bro, because you're line. I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm going, okay, cool, that's fine. But then you're justifying this idea of getting him out. That's okay, by the way. You can be that. You don't have to be 10 Hag in.
I never said I'm 10 Hag in or out, bro.
I know, I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general. But now you're saying this in terms of they're justified to say 10 Hag out.
If this carries on, bro, it's not going to be a matter of weeks.
All those reasons that you've given, bro. All those reasons that you've given, enough to say 10 Hag out.
Well, yeah. I mean, half of me is like, yeah,
okay,
but at the same time,
that's fine. That's fine.
The other half of me is like, I'm thinking, but right now, that if this carries on the way it does, I believe another manager can do better with the resources and the players that we've got.
Cool. And my last question is,
because we're not doing basic, bro. The way we attack, most of our attacks are trying to lob the ball into the box and hitting and hoping and stuff, bro. There are certain managers that can teach basics there. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can't give him too many excuses, bro, to be like, he's not got this, he's not got that, he's not got the starter system, he's not got these, that, because it's putting things in the way. The bar's already low, bro. It's going through the floor, bro.
Okay,
it's going below. It's going to
all right. So,
dirt, bro.
So moving on then, yeah. Just a quick one. Me and Musa already said last season our main area of expertise should have been go and grab strikers, go get finishers. So that's not again, in my honest opinion, it's not on Ten Hag to not have clinical finishers when half of the forwards he's brought in. Only Anthony, because again, Anthony's an awful finisher in that respect and the creator. Great for an off-the-ball system, but awful as the creator. We've had that conversation. But only Højlund has been brought in, and we're putting all this pressure on another signing, one forward, to go and bag the goals. You can't get it.
No one ain't putting no pressure on.
That's on the manager, though.
So
that's on the manager.
I want to ask a question after, yeah?
Neji,
I want to ask a question
have
after.
Harry Kane and we'll still be starving.
Yeah, Neji. But what can be put on the manager is spending 90 million on Anthony, spending 55 plus add-ons for Mount, where you could have distributed. I said this on other streams, distributed to 2 players, 3 players, brought in kids certain times. The manager, whether you like it or not, is stubborn, and it's either going to make him.
Bro, I've already said it, bro. Leon, I've already made claims that he's stubborn. This is not a case of defending Ten Hag. This is using facts that are fought and against. I've already said my man's stubborn.
Quick one, though,
I've already said he prioritized the signings wrong, and it's now biting him in the arse. I said these are things that's going to fall on his sword. None of that is protecting the manager.
Musa, before you land, I'm just going to read a couple of super chats here. McTominay and Maguire ain't the issue. It's trusting Rashford and Bruno. They are the players holding us back, and he gave them new contracts. SMH, he go and learn. And Victor says Ange inherited most of his players, and they look like they know what they're doing. Ten Hag on borrowed time.
I think Ten Hag inherited his players last season and did amazing.
This is what I wanted to say. This is what I wanted to say.
Can we stop saying that you did amazing as well? You didn't do amazing.
Can I just?
He didn't do amazing.
No, he did well, bro. But amazing.
Given the circumstances, you've already said there's a difference between managing Man United and Spurs.
In my opinion, it's not amazing. It was good. It was good. It wasn't amazing.
So two finals in a trophy in a third place.
Bro, look at the way we got there, bro. We scraped through certain gates, bro. We just crawled to end of the season, bro.
Even Man City scraped through in the Champions League. You're not going to 4-0, 3-0 every game.
Liverpool was dead last year. Spurs was dead last year.
When I look at it, I see certain things.
Let's not do revisionism. Come on, let's focus on this season.
You see when I look at certain things, and I look at obviously people be like, oh, look at Arteta. You finished 8th and 5th. That's what everyone's sort of banking on, that situation right there. But if you actually look around you, Emery came in, within a matter of months, they're playing good ball.
Okay, Traps. Why?
No,
why
wait,
didn't
wait.
Emery
Let me
do well at
finish.
Arsenal?
Let me finish. Let me
I
finish.
will.
Newcastle.
Answer the question.
Eddie
No,
Howe.
Neji, you got to let
Eddie
them land, bro. Let them
Eddie
Yeah,
land.
yeah.
Howe.
Go on, go on, go on.
Same
This is
thing.
ridiculous.
De Zerbi, same thing. Yeah. Even Pochettino to a
It's a
certain
deserve,
extent.
you know.
What about De Zerbi? So De Zerbi's not playing good ball now.
No, I'm not to say it was, but I'll tell you why it's funny, yeah. Because you mentioned Emery. Tell me why Emery got fluffed at Arsenal then. Tell me what happened there.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? This is an easy question. Why did he not do what he did at Villa at Arsenal?
I don't know.
Because he didn't.
Exactly.
He
You don't know,
underachieved. He
so it's got
underachieved.
nothing to
Because
do
he
with
didn't.
manager.
No, let's be
Some,
real.
some managers are just
No,
ridiculous.
listen to
set in
this.
the big clubs.
Let me lie.
Yeah, simple.
My
simple.
thing is this. Yeah. Having a bad spell as a manager or a football player at any given club doesn't just make you a bad manager or bad footballer. It doesn't mean you can't go on elsewhere to revive your career or do better. We're
So
just
what
saying
with Ten
right
Hag
now,
right now? So what
Eric
with
Ten
Ten Hag
Hag.
right now?
I tell you
No,
something.
that's what I'm saying.
Though,
What
yeah?
we're saying right now,
All right,
Eric Ten Hag.
Yeah, let people land, bro. Then we can
Yeah, go
debunk
on,
whatever
go
you're
on,
gonna say.
go
Let
on.
people
Let
land,
me go
please,
on mute,
guys.
man. 'Cause you man are hot in my head, bro.
All we're saying right now is that what
Yeah,
we're
man.
saying right now, Eric Ten Hag had a short period of time to be successful as a Man United manager. He had a short period of time to show people that he is the person to take this football club forward. It's not your tea and biscuits football club. It's one of the top 5 clubs in the world. You don't just get time to come and do your own thing and how you want to do it. There are expectations. Sadly, Eric Ten Hag has not made the most of it. Sadly, he's brought in players that just haven't worked. It would have been great for Anthony to have a serious left foot, to score goals, Mason Mount to be the man. It would have been lovely, but it hasn't worked. So you have to get to a
Yeah.
point where you have to hold him accountable. Ange at Spurs, there were players that weren't even in the fold, like Basuma. When I was telling Mandem we should get Basuma, man was laughing. He's went and brought him back, and he's doing the damn thing. So he should be able to bring in players or players that he's like inherited and make them be the players. There's nothing wrong with inheriting players.
Okay, right. So you
There's
spoke. You
nothing
just
wrong
spoke
with
about.
it.
All right. Just can I respond? Yeah, I'm on a calm one. So you spoke. You just spoke about Anthony. Yeah. You talk about bringing in bagging goals. This. You spoke about Mason Mount. You even said at the start of the season, you thought you understood Ten Hag what he was going to try and do, and he's not doing that. I put that on you for not doing your own revision of what he's actually trying to do at this club. Because people are having expectations of a manager and expectations of how we want to play. All this possession style football, like they take his word out of context and go possession style. So they got this idea that they want him to be Pep, and then they don't looking at Bruno.
But you know what? I want to stop you there, though. Deji, can I
Nah,
stop
you know
there?
what? Yeah,
He ain't got
No,
5
hold on a
years.
minute, hold on a minute.
I'm not saying he
You
ain't
might,
got 5
okay, hold
years.
on, Mandem.
Yeah, go on,
You
go
can
on,
have
go
the
on.
expectation of that, and you know what he could do is research. But is the expectation of what he's doing right now, is that good enough? I think that's what Musa's getting to as well.
Okay, no, I
I can
understand
say
that.
It's
Saeed,
not good
hey,
enough.
what he did at
Let
Ajax
me
is
say
good, but it
this.
isn't good
Let
enough
me
If
right
answer the
now.
question
if
then, yeah?
Eric Ten
Okay, let
Hag
him
got
answer, let him
sacked,
answer.
Go on.
nobody will be surprised.
Bro, I even said it, no manager gets more
The
than 2
reason
years at
Eric Ten
United.
Hag's getting sacked.
Because we keep
If
going around
Eric
in
Ten Hag
circles.
got sacked,
Yeah, go on, bro. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay. You go, bro.
You're a
You
bit
go.
slow. You're a bit slow then, Musa.
but
Musa,
I
you're
think.
delayed. Come in and out, Musa. Come in and out, Musa.
Can I say
But
something
Deji,
quickly?
go
Yeah?
on.
Cool.
Or go on.
All right, bro. Yeah.
Or Deji, go on. Yeah, go on.
So what I'm trying to say to you is, yeah, we all know that the manager don't get more than 2 seasons at United. Something has
Yep.
to change. And the moment it's quite surprising, yeah, how the moment, and it's funny that Musa just said, yeah, every manager is going to have a dry patch. You tell me,
Yep.
when again, other than the start of the season last season, which is only a small period of time, when Ten Hag's genuinely had a genuine dry patch in a season when he's actually changed things up massively according to how he wants to go forward. But yet still we don't want to give that time. And I like the fact that Chaps brought up Emery, because Emery was washed at Arsenal. Doesn't mean he's a shit
no,
manager.
listen, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Do you know why? Because he never got 4. Listen, listen. Emery got. Listen. Ten Hag never. Arteta got 700 million to spend, right? Arteta never got 400 million. I'm sorry, Emery never got 400 million to spend.
About it, bro.
No, listen.
Okay.
No, so what do you mean? It's not. How can it not be about that?
About money.
How can it not be about that? If I say to you, yeah, if I say to you,
let Joe Frazier go before Ali. Go on.
If I say to you, if I say to you, yeah, look, I want you to decorate this house. I want you to fucking decorate this house, yeah. I'll give you 20. I'm giving you £20 to decorate this house. I come back and you said, well, I'm not really feeling how you decorate it. I'm going to have to get someone else in, yeah? If I say, you know
20
what?
quid to decorate a yard.
No, listen.
Hold on.
No, listen. But if I come back and I say, listen, here's £4,000, decorate this house, yeah? And I come back and I'm still not happy with the house is still in the same kind of similar condition to what it was. What are you telling me? I'm going to say I gave
Ten
you
Hag's house has got plumbing problems. The toilet's not working. There's bare
Then he should have sorted it out because he's had the money. He's had the money.
He's had the money, bro.
But it's still
the
not a
money.
normal house.
If
you don't know about buying houses, if you don't know about buying houses,
do you know what's mad about this? Do you know what's mad about this?
Yeah, go on.
I need bridges like Rhino. I need bridges like Rhino.
You see Ten Hag himself, yeah? He's not even asking for time, bruv. He knows this should be better. He knows this should be better. He knows he should be doing better.
Okay,
he's not even asking for time.
Relax. So basically, what we're doing then?
He's not.
We're taking some facts, which again I agree with you in terms of when money is spent, there should be some output. You're taking that, but then you're confusing it with another fact and marrying them together, and they don't go together. The amount of money that is spent is irrelevant. And I'll tell you why it's irrelevant.
No, it has to be relevant.
It's not.
Tell me how it's
you got to use the money wisely.
I'm going to tell you why it's irrelevant, because the money that has been spent is being used in the wrong context to make a point, which is not applicable to the manager.
I get what you mean context.
No, it's fine.
No, I'm trying to answer you. Give it context.
He's spent now 55, Anthony 90 million. There's no context. You spent poorly.
Hold on. Let him land. Because I've got something for you. I've got something for you.
20 quid.
Sound like Top Boy. Crazy.
That can get in the bin. No one's yard's getting decorated for 20 quid. And if you do, you probably go B&M and you probably do.
You're taking it too little. I'm just saying, basically, the money that Emery had is not the money that Ten Hag had.
I understand that, but it's not about.
All right, cool. I've got one question.
It's not about the money when you've got a serious manager.
Listen.
You move on.
Go on.
I'm going to context before you move on, because this money spent is ridiculous.
Go on.
The amount of money that has been spent is always going to be high in its bracket, no matter what. But the reasons. Most people are looking at, and I keep saying this, yeah? People are attributing the amount of money spent to the quality of player, nothing else. So they're acting as though there are no other factors that go into the price tag.
Can I ask you a question, Neji?
Hold up. Anthony is a £40 million player, 50 million probably in his prime.
It got overpaid for them. He paid for him, overpaid for him.
No, he didn't. The people above him did.
He did.
Well, he might have drove that to say, keep going. So
what I'm saying to you is, chaps, yeah, you have to understand, yeah, is my man, we've already been to Ajax to go and get Lisandro Martinez. He's also panic buying, we're also Man United. So we overspend. None of those factors I've just given you have anything to do with the player's ability. So when a man wants to talk about how much is spent, they automatically, and this is why it's a null and void argument, right? They automatically miss factors that go into how much is spent. It's lazy.
Cool.
That's why I hear it, bro.
Okay, cool. So can you explain to me why this?
It's not Nate.
You see this manager? You see this manager that you're saying there that takes everything that he the money doesn't matter. Why is he sitting on national television telling everyone that?
I didn't say money doesn't matter.
Saying that Brighton's supposed
in the context.
All right. If it's irrelevant, yeah. Why is he sitting on national television?
Using it.
Why is he sitting on national television? Telling people that Brighton spend money as well. What relevance has that got to do with the fact that they got
again? Because the context you're using the money, I didn't say don't use them. It's the way you're using it to make certain points.
Listen, the Mandem. So listen, before I go,
Mandem. I'm gonna change the topic because I don't want it to be Ten Hag in and out. I need to know solution based in it.
Go on,
so I'm gonna talk about the football. And big up to HK says Eric Ten Hag trusted the wrong players and had bad recruitment this his summer. That's why we are here. That is a good point as well. I'm gonna talk to Rhino. Is the football sustainable?
I need to step out quickly, guys, though. I need to step.
Yeah, Musa, love, bro. Musa, go on.
Musa, you're going to say something quick.
Musa just riled up Neji and dipped. Crazy.
Yeah, go on, say it, Saeed. What you say, Saeed?
I'm just saying, is the football sustainable? Like, obviously, you're Ten Hag out anyway, but is the football sustainable the way he's playing right now? And then,
listen. For me, the football's not sustainable. But the thing is, like, I would love Eric Ten Hag to prove me wrong. When I say Eric Ten Hag out, I'm only saying it on the basis of what he's showing me this season. I'm not here to get a whole fan base with me, Eric Ten Hag. For me, the standards that I've set is that a Man United manager should be at least finishing in the top 4. I don't even know if we're going to win our next games when we're playing teams like Sheffield Wednesday. So for me, I mean Sheffield United. So for me, I just feel like it's not good enough. It's got nothing to do with how much he's spent, how much he's not spent. Eric Ten Hag, with the backing that he's had, with the players that he's brought in, should be doing better. And if he's not doing better, I should believe, like, the difference is this. Sometimes managers are doing bad, but you have this belief from certain things that you see on the pitch that, you know what, it's going to get better. Let's hold on. He's not showing me anything to hold on. He's not telling me any. I'm just looking to jump out the whip first chance I get. I'm just trying to jump out. Certain times you have hope in what's going on, but he hasn't shown me nothing in his signings, in the type of football that he's trying to play, in his stubbornness. He's too stubborn. He's reminding me a lot like Jose in terms of how stubborn he is. Even the issues that, like, yeah, he's a stubborn manager. And when you're stubborn like this, yeah, you're always face to face with a wall. Someone has to fall. And in today's day and age, the way he's moving, he's too stiff, man. Just loosen up a bit.
Say no more. Say no more. Musa, we'll link up again next week, bro. Big up to you, Musa, man.
Yeah,
Mandem, love always, man. Mandem, love
big up.
always. Keep on doing your thing.
Come on, man. Big up, man. Big up to Nerdbeats. Big up, my guys. There's LFC fan here. And it's like United copying our moves from in the 90s. Man United need a total overhaul from top to bottom. Just
Ralph
like
was right.
Ralph said, it's open heart surgery.
Can I
That's
carry
a
on this
big, big
point,
comment.
Saeed? Or have you got more super
go on,
chats?
go on. Big up Nerdbeats.
So this is what I mean. So this is my thing. So just to even make it clear with the people in the comments, when I make one point, don't focus on my point and then oversee the context of what I'm saying. I still question Ten Hag with certain things. I'm still not happy. Don't think that because I'm making certain points to back him, it means that I agree with everything he's doing. Because I think that's what happens. Even when Neji makes a comment about the money, let's let Neji land and let's hear his context about it. Because he's got a theory behind it. But anyway, this is what I'm saying. We forget the problems we have. The problems are too dark for any manager. And I even wanted to address Musa before he left, because in the GC, Musa said that he'd rather have Potter to take over the rest of the season. But we've seen that.
Mad.
And so I wanted to ask him live if he agreed on that, and maybe I read wrong, because that just shows that we're just emotional. We're just reacting emotionally. What I think the problem is at Manchester United, Ten Hag, let me make it clear, he's not making it easy for himself.
Correct.
Relying on Rashford, relying on Bruno when they're not playing well. I understand. Taking off Anthony, and even now, I'm tired of Anthony. I was sticking up for him and giving him faith. I'm tired of him. He just looks like he's washed. But my whole thing is, we can't forget the problems that are at the club. I think what we're doing is, because Ten Hag is not making the right decisions, we're kind of just thinking, you know what? We're just focused on the fact he's not helping himself. And I get that, and we're judging the whole thing on that. But we need to allow this guy to make more mistakes. I think last season, he didn't really make a lot. He did, overplaying the players and stuff like that. I think he's learned that from now. I just think he needs time. The problem is he don't have time. But we need to remember that the problems that are at Manchester United are not easy problems. We need to stop comparing Tottenham. It's not the same, bro. This Man United is poison, bro.
I hear that, yeah, but like, this is what I'm trying to say. People keep saying, "Oh, we're poison with this, that, and the other," but where does it end? Like, so what? So basically, you're basically saying, if we're poison, we are destined to fail. It's just a matter of time, then.
Yeah. So well done.
I think Traps, you know what it is, Traps. I think it ends. It ends when we stop sacking managers after 2-3 years. It ends when we go through maybe a bad 1-year patch of getting demolished, maybe even, not to say relegated, but going through some. We haven't gone through the bad yet, you know. We haven't gone through the bad yet. Chelsea, look how bad Chelsea went in their history. Chelsea have never been that bad for so. We have to go through the rough. We haven't been through the rough. We haven't.
Listen, you see with me, yeah.
No. We have. Right.
Listen, you see with me, yeah.
Peak rough.
You see with me, yeah. Do you know what is it? You see when I watch. You see when I watch United now. My intrusive thoughts are crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm watching.
Hard to watch. It's very hard to watch.
Imagine I'm watching him the other day, and I'm watching him against. Bear in mind, this is Sheffield United we're talking about here. Yeah. I'm watching them, and I'm seeing them. They've come. And they're having a pop. You know, I said to myself in my mind, I said, I'm convinced, yeah, there is a group chat, yeah, with all 19 managers and Ten Hag's not in it. And they all just say, yeah, just go and have a pop at them at Old Trafford, man. Because they're easy. They're easy food, man. Just have a go. Just have a go.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm trying to say. Even if we are not winning games, even if there's no style of play, people should not be coming up to Old Trafford and thinking, yes, we can have a pop. At least, that's at the very least. At the very least.
He's got a point. People
But
are
you
gonna
know,
go
can I
off
this
the
is what-
counter that point quickly? Yeah.
Tyrone,
Oh, go on,
last
Ty.
year,
Yeah.
last year, our home record was really good last year. And I do give Ten Hag
Yeah,
his
and
props
Ten
for that.
Hag did
But
that.
the thing is, Rhino, there's a counter side to it because I do big up the home record last year. We beat all the top six
Yeah.
at home. But there's no way Saeed, who I'll probably direct this more to, he goes to every single game, cup game and league game. Saeed, even though we won a lot of them games last season and our home record was very good, there was not many times where you would say, you know what, Ty, we played very good today. So it's like we won
true.
games.
There was a couple.
We weren't playing
Barcelona at home, Tottenham at home.
Tottenham,
There was a couple where I thought
Leicester.
outstanding
I think
games.
Leicester at home we played all right. Other than that,
there's a
when you look
couple.
at it, like the longer sample of fixtures that we won at home, yes, it was great winning that, and people said it's like a fortress again. But I was like, I'm not getting too wrapped up in it because I feel like we weren't playing great. This year, we've been beaten by Crystal Palace at home, we've been beaten by Brighton at home, and there probably is another game we've been beaten at home. But the stuff that Ten Hag's done well last year in terms of the home form, that's not really kicked on. Obviously, last year, what I think's happened is, and this is where I do give Ten Hag some saving grace, and why I'm still behind him, is that last year, guys, the first thing we did when we came on here as Mandem Talk, we said, what do we want to see? Only one of us or two of us max are screaming top four and win a trophy. We said we want to see better football first and performances, and the rest will then follow. Last year, we won a trophy. Last year, we got to a final, nearly won a double. Whether people say, oh, you still lost in the final, we still got there. And at the end of the day, yes, we got knocked out of the Europa League, but we finished top four. That's what I kind of expected Ten Hag to be doing this season. So what happened is that we've overachieved. And I'm not saying it was amazing. I feel like Leon said earlier, it was a better season. We done well last year. It's overachieved last year. And naturally, as football fans, you want to see your club do better. You want to see your club do more. And Liverpool last year had a slack season. They nearly caught us for top four. Chelsea had a poor season. Tottenham weren't really the same. These teams have now got better. And how good we were last year, because we wasn't that good, it's now probably showing because these teams are now back competing and doing what they want to be doing again. So, you can't have everything and eat it. We done well last year, but
Ty,
we haven't really kicked on.
Sorry, Ty. The analogy you just used, and Leon will get this because businessman, you man as well in the sport, My coach showed me a graph when I was competing, highest level. He said most people literally think, I've got a piece of paper right here. Most people think a success line is that. You can't even see it from bottom, but from here all the way up. Success is this, bro. And if you've got the end goal, at the end of the day, if you've got an end goal, you have to go down with the down periods. But what we're having an issue with right now is our fan base is struggling to accept the backward steps we're making, sometimes going around in circles, but that is all part of a process to go to where you're going. Because if you're doing it with the right vision, in the same context of where you're trying to go, then sometimes you just have to hold yourself in those areas. And people, I'll be honest with you, this is outside of football. Most people that aren't successful in their life because they don't like those parts of the period. And this is exactly what's showing up right now. Ten Hag is having a moment in football.
So you're saying get through the struggle. You're telling to Traps and whoever's Ten Hag now.
I'm saying
I'm
it
with
may get
Nigel
worse
on that.
before it gets better. And I can say this before, because I even said it before the season starts, Saeed, and you can quote me on this. I said we're taking 3 steps back to go 5 forward. And I think he's taken too much of a big step back. And the issue is he may not get the time to go through that process. And this is part of the process. So I understand the frustration what Traps is saying. I understand what everyone's saying in the chat. I'm not sitting here going, I'm happy as well. But the perspective of, if you're trying to do something different, like Rhino said, nothing changes if nothing changes. We can't keep going 2 managers. We have to hold some L's, people, and go, shit, we are shit. Yes, we aren't big Man United. We're going to struggle. However, do we trust that once this guy can get over a 2, 3, 4 season period where he can then have at least a genuine squad, a genuine backing behind himself that has allowed the consistency to happen, can we then go, okay, let me judge a manager now? Because I want to see, get rid of Ten Hag and bring whatever manager Traps wants or Musa wants, bring them in. I still want them to have 3, 4 seasons. Regardless.
I don't know.
Let Leon come in.
Here's the golden question then. Where's your standard line sit? So how long do you leave it where you're saying 2, 3, 4 seasons? I'm not saying you're wrong. So we could get 2, 3, 4 seasons down and it might not work, or it might work. So where does your standard line sit? What's unacceptable for you to say go? That's interesting to me.
It's a fair point.
So what's unacceptable for me to go is a simple case of, again, it's always a regression every single part of the season. So if what we're seeing right now continues for the whole season, pretty much what happened to Ollie ultimately, where he ended the season awfully, and then when we start the season, it was getting worse. That to me says it's done, it's game over.
So this
Neji,
standard stays
let
like
me
this.
cut the corner on Leon's question.
Yeah, but you said you got to go through. You said you got to go through the rough
Leon,
period.
let me summarize your question.
I've just said about consistency.
Neji, let me ask you this then. Neji, let me ask you this.
That's not where Ten Hag's at
Our
right now.
league form, Neji, our league form stays is what it is. So we're not in the top 4. We get knocked out of the Champions League, which should be by December, and then say in January or February we get a bit of a tough draw in the FA Cup or whatever it is, and we're out of the FA Cup and the Champions League by February, let's say. And our form hasn't changed. Would that be a fair mark to say, do you know what, this manager ain't succeeding? Or are you still going to be in the camp if this happens?
So it's not a case of, again, don't think it's a case of whether the manager's not succeeding. It's a case of I don't expect the same season as last season. I've already said that. Even that's on camera. I've got that on record.
We're out of the Champions League. That's acceptable. You admit that, right?
No.
Galatasaray and Copenhagen.
It's not. I don't think it's a case of it's acceptable. Because acceptable means you're accepting it and then you're happy with that. So
No. It's not acceptable. I said it's unacceptable to be knocked out of this Champions League group, right? You agree with that?
I don't think it's unacceptable or acceptable. And the reason, and I'll give you a reason.
We should not be getting.
I don't understand this, man. What is this, bro?
Wait. Can I say something quickly? Ty, can I say something?
I wanted you to give me something.
Ty, can I say something quickly?
Give us something. Yeah.
Ty, can I say something quickly?
Champions League group with Galatasaray.
Let me say something quickly. Let me say something quickly, Neji. Let me say something quickly. I think,
Can I at least give the reason as to why? The way these men are moving, is if like you're reading a book, you read the head title of the book and go, it's a shit book without opening.
No, but you can sometimes say what you're lying.
I'm going to give you the context and then you can rebuttal.
Neji, I'm coming to you. No, just being you quickly. Neji, so by the way, I don't want you to get misconstrued in what I'm saying. By the way, if he gets knocked out of the Champions League group, that means he should get sacked. I'm not saying that. I'm just asking.
I know you're not saying that.
If it's, I was just saying to you, is it unacceptable if we get knocked out of the Champions League group? And you said, I'm shocked by that. That's my actual point.
I appreciate you're shocked, but I'm saying let me give you the reason why and then rebuttal it. That's all. Okay, don't want you to agree or disagree. Just let me give you the reason before you hype up. So my reason of saying that is because I don't expect us to do one Champions League, in my honest opinion. Right? That's me. That's me talking for 1 million, 2 million Man United fans, whatever. That's just me. Right? The reason I don't believe that is because I predicted that I didn't think this season would be as good as last season. And the reason I said that is because I don't think what we did last season is sustainable. And I think, again, once he starts to change the profiles of what he wanted, we're going to see regression. I've also got that on camera and it's been said. So nothing I'm saying is going against what I already predicted for myself. So you're asking me specifically, I'm saying, would it be great to get through Champions League? Yes. Should we get through the groups? I believe we should. So I would look at that as unacceptable. But would I sit here...
That wasn't the question, though. Neji, the question was, is it acceptable that Man United are out of the Champions League in the group stages as well? That was a question from Tyrone. That was it. That was it.
Yeah, and you just answered it. You have answered. But first, you went. You went.
Can I ask? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, big man.
Bob, you're doing hot potato like the midfield, bro.
No, I've just said to you, I've literally. Okay, I'll tell you what then. Yeah. You basically what you're doing is clickbait.
At first,
no, Neji, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Saeed. Listen, Saeed. Saeed, can I ask you a question?
Wait. Everyone stop. I think Neji, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think I know where you're at. I don't.
No. I'm going to tell you where I'm at.
I know. 1 second. Let me try and guess it because I think I can read you here, right? Yeah.
No, I don't want no read. I'm going to give you
1 second, bro. Relax. One sec.
No, I'm going to land on.
I personally think this is the way I'm reading you. Yeah. I don't think you're looking at the results on the pitch. I think in your head you've got a process of what you think the manager is going to implement. You're looking at the process of what the manager is implementing as opposed to the results. I judge things on a standard of results, performance. It sounds like you're judging it on Ten Hag's first, second, or third phase or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to.
You can rebuttal me. That's easy. I can give you word for word. I don't
get it. Yeah.
You don't have to guess. I'm just literally giving you words. So I'm saying, it's unacceptable to a level to say you come out the group stages because we should be able to do it. But should, would, and could does not happen at Manchester United.
Yeah, what's the consequences of that, though?
So you're just doing it again.
I'm just asking.
My point.
I'm just asking.
That's fine.
We need to move on.
Yeah,
to
move on,
that
man.
No, because you know what it is, yeah? I get it. Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Okay. I'm just gonna yes or no. Is it unacceptable for Tyrone for us to be out of the Champions League group? Yes 100%. Or no? Sorry, Rhino. What do you think?
I can't answer that question because of what the points that the
No,
man
don't
made.
do that.
Wait.
Man.
No, wait, Mandem, just listen to me. Mandem, wait, Ty. Wait, my side, listen. Mandem.
No, they won't let you listen, bro. Trust me.
Galatasaray first win in England, by the way. Copenhagen, come on, it's Copenhagen.
No, Ty, I understand all of that. But let me say why I can't answer that question. Because you guys earlier said you rather see a style of play and don't care about the results first. That's what you said. So imagine we start to see a style of play.
I never said that, you know.
But that's the kind of vibe I got. Because
I never said that. I never said that.
Because last show we all said that right now we just need to get results. That's what we all said. We all agreed. You know what? We're tired of losing. We need to start getting results. We've won 3 games on the bounce. We haven't played well.
That is results.
So what I'm trying to say,
if we got the group stage, you're cool.
You need to, exactly. It's not,
but listen, there's context to everything. I feel like even people in the chat they misunderstand. Wait, no, listen.
Word, man.
Because
no. Rhino, don't get
No, I'm not getting Saeed. Saeed, do you know what it is? Yeah. Do you know what it is? I'm taking. No, wait. I'm taking what you lot said. This is not what I said. Everyone at the start of the show said. I said which one. Okay. I asked the question. I said which one do we want? Okay, but you can't always have both. It doesn't work like that.
Well, no matter what,
that's the reality.
We beating Copenhagen and Galatasaray anyway.
That's true. That's true.
Can the rest of us
That's true.
answer?
But
Traps,
can I ask you a question though? Okay, wait, Mandem. Wait, Mandem. If we started to,
bro, you're not gonna ask the question.
No, Saeed. Wait. If you lot said that if you lot see a style of play, you don't mind about the results.
I never said that. I never said that, right?
Okay, wait. Who agreed on that? But that matters to this question, though. It matters.
I know. Do you know why it doesn't matter? Do you know why? No, quickly. Do you know why it doesn't matter?
Why?
Because even if Chaps and Musa said about style of play, that's for a league over 38 games a season. We're talking about Galatasaray and Copenhagen. So when we do it case by case, we should be going through the Champions League. Put the
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Thanks. So we got there.
Rhino,
okay, so the game against Copenhagen, then we should have been gassed about it rather than we played shit.
Wait. Let us answer because I'm thinking it.
Let Leon go.
For me, before we entered the Champions League, I didn't think we had any business in there because we're not dominant or anything. But now that I've seen what I've seen this season, like this quality of teams that we're against and half decent performances could have got us through, it's unacceptable to be knocked out in a group stage because their teams are not Galatasaray and Copenhagen, half decent performances. We put them to bed. Let's be real. We do.
And Mandem, just to add in, this is what Man United does to us. Normally we're just all over the place, right? I can admit it, but you know me, I'm normally coming, but there's so much happening. My head's just gone,
bro.
Yeah, because the club's
you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, yeah?
What did Leon say? You say yes or no?
I think it's unacceptable to be knocked out based on what
it's definitely unacceptable.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Traps, what are you thinking?
No, Saeed, you answer the question. Are you happy, with after everything that's been done, to be watching Europa League football again this season?
Unacceptable.
It's not exactly. It's unacceptable. And you know what it is to the Mandem? Mandem just can't understand that certain man, see certain things and they're not having it. I've seen certain things in Ten Hag that I don't like.
I don't know Traps. I agree with you. I don't.
As simple as that.
Do you know what's so mad? If I explain all the things that I don't like about Ten Hag, everyone will start thinking I'm Ten Hag out. That's why it's so mad how when you explain something, people just take one thing.
Exactly. That's madness. If you're sitting there saying to yourself, there's so much things I'll explain, people will think I'm Ten Hag out.
No,
that means you are back in this. Listen. That means you are backing this manager blindly. That's what you're doing.
No, that's the thing. This is what I'm saying.
You're the blind eye.
No, listen to me. What I've noticed on this show sometimes, and just even all shows, when you start making points that go in a certain direction, it's like they automatically think that you've made a whole decision. I'm just trying to balance everything. That's what I'm doing. So as much as I'm not happy with certain things, I'm looking at the balance. I'm looking at the credit in the bank with certain things.
The bigger picture.
Because
so what's the bigger picture?
Yeah, the bigger picture.
So wait, for me, even for example, the fact there's a lot of things Ten Hag has done right that we've praised him for, and there's a lot of things he's done wrong. I think we just haven't allowed him to do the wrong thing sometimes. Managers don't get these things right, especially at this club. Managers are not going to get. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's right now. It's hard for me to pick something. I'm not happy with being at the Champions League. I'm not happy the way we play. I'm not happy with all of this. But at the same time, I'm trying to be balanced and see that there might be progress as we December. If this still happens, I might not be on this. But I feel like there's going to be some sort of progress somewhere. That's why I don't want to be so rash. Because if right now we start making progress, this whole conversation is void. I'm trying to find a balance, and it's hard, bro. It's hard.
No, but listen,
because I'll answer it. Arsenal, we played amazing against Arsenal. There you go, wasted super. What do you mean?
Listen. Do you not listen? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Yeah, you see this fan base, yeah. Listen, you see this fan base, yeah. This fan base, yeah, is always hindsight. Hindsight FC, bro. Because you remember, yeah, when Ralph Rangnick was sitting up talking about open heart surgery, everyone was like, "Oh, Ted Lasso, who the fuck was talking?" Now he's getting reposted like a whole year later. That's what I'm trying to say. So what's going to happen is that this conversation is going to get replayed a year down the line. And man, they're going to be like singing, "Yeah, you know what? We shouldn't have done this and we should have done that. Yeah, the writing was on the wall, bro. Last season we won the fucking Carabao Cup. The very next week we got beat 7-0 by Liverpool. You know, the very next fucking week, bro. So the writing's been on the wall for time.
Can I just say something to finish up? Because I know you want to move on, Saeed. I think everyone here, hopefully, Nate, you agree with this as well, yeah? I think we need clarity. We don't really... there's a parallel between the fans right now and the players, I believe. This is my belief, yeah? I don't really know 100% of what's going on. I don't think they know 100% what's going on, because what they're translating on the pitch is like they're confused, innit? And they don't. So we need clarity on what he's trying to build here, what his style is. We need clarity, people. So we haven't got it.
100%. I know where Tyrone's got to go. I'm going to ask you the question first. Yeah, the attack. What's the issue with the attack? You tell me. Tell me the issue. Man, we're not scoring goals.
You know what? I'm going to give Højlund saving grace. I actually like Højlund. I like the way he works hard. I don't think we're giving him enough chances. He's kind of trying to do stuff out of nothing. Rashford is Rashford. You got to accept it, people. He is good at what he does in terms of scoring goals. In terms of a footballer, he's just not that guy, and that is just what it is.
But you lot said professional footballers should all be able to be improved. That's what you lot said.
Yeah, they should be able to be improved. And last year we could say we saw improvements, but let's be honest, Rashford is just Rashford. He's an output player, a bit like Heung-min Son. They go through purple patches, and that's not good enough at the moment when you haven't got a team that's fully functioning. And Anthony, come on, we all agree on Anthony. That's a 10.
I don't think you played badly yesterday, you know. I don't think
he's okay. Now, do you know what, Saeed? Not bad is the best we're going to get from Anthony. He's never excelling in games. He's never the stand-up performer in games. He's never doing anything that gets our bums off seats. Him being not bad is not what I want at Man United from wingers that have gigs. Ronaldo's, Nani's, Valencia's even in this time. No, I know my wingers. I know wingers out there in the Premier League now that are doing far more. Look at Jared Bowen. I'll swap him for Anthony in a heartbeat, bro.
100%.
In a heartbeat.
Bro, 100% I swap him right now.
I'll be honest with you.
You know what's mad though,
I just don't think at the moment these players are confident enough. We're not creating enough chances, and there's just an imbalance, really. I would like to see. I know people might laugh. I would like to see Højlund and Martial play together and see if they can get a bit of a balance going.
I agree.
Why doesn't he play Martial on the left a little bit? He could.
I just don't think he's maybe got the legs.
Yeah, but Saeed, an unfit Martial who plays, I don't know, 1 every 3 games, is probably going to score double the amount of goals that Rashford's going to score and assist more as well. Because Rashford,
I just think there's too much individualness and not enough partnerships. That's it, man. But Saeed, I've got to make a dip. I'll leave it on that and let the Mandem continue. I'm not gonna lie. Guys, in the comments, make sure you smash the like on this video. Make sure you leave a comment after, because this has been it's been my favorite Mandem talk of the season. So Neji, Leon, Rhino, Chuck, big up
Mr. Razak.
And guys, next week's gonna be even worse. Do you know why? Because we're gonna be catching up after the Manchester derby. So Saeed, big up,
bro.
Man. I look forward to
big up, bro. Love, man. Make sure you follow Never Foul, man. Big up team, man. But you know what it is though? We can mix it all up here, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Rashford, he runs in behind, and that's about it. In terms of actual kind of playing, and we're actually kind of having a style of play, he won't do nothing, bro. You see them trying to take on 3-4 man.
Rashford should just be a gangbanger, bro, because all he does is shoot at people, bro. That's all he does, bro. I swear down. He may as well just be a gangbanger. So I'm being real. Like, I don't get it. Like what?
Wow,
listen, there's 3-4 man. Mad. There's 3-4 man there, and he just feels fucking shoot. Don't be a gangbanger, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I love Marcus Rashford. Yeah, I think he's a top player. Yeah, but I just feel like his brain.
Top player, man.
But when he gets to the final third, sometimes his brain just buffers, just keeps buffering, and he doesn't know what to do.
Bro, that might be. Yo, listen, the traps is killing me. That is wild, man. But yeah, go on. But you
I
know
just
what?
think.
Are we gonna say? Are we gonna say that he's gonna improve? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's a detriment to our style of play. And whether you think that's mad or not, yeah,
No,
he is, because for me, right now, this guy thinks I'm Messi, I'm Neymar, I'm Mbappe. I'm gonna take 4 or 5 man on, and then when it's off the ball work, it's terrible. He don't press, he don't track back, he doesn't want to get the ball, bro. He does not do nothing. He
This is
runs into
Rashford.
space, and that's it. So for me, how the manager thinks that we're gonna get more out of him, when last season, like I said to you, he had his little form, but then when the goals run out, and the goals have run out, bro, his overall game is average.
Yeah, so bad.
Saeed, would you say he's got more
like a
cons
purple
than
patch
pros?
guy, isn't he? He's basically a purple patch merchant.
Sorry?
Sorry, would you say he's got more cons than pros for the team?
Yeah, 100%.
I think he's got more cons than pros, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
at the end of the day, them goals can be spread out. Them goals can be spread out.
His mindset,
But listen,
like you
see a player like Rashford, yeah. You have to build the team around Rashford. That is what you have to do, yeah. To get the best out of him, the team has to be like last season. He was the main man, yeah. It was all about Rashford. It was a Rashford show, yeah. Because this right now, we said this in I think it was either the show before or last show or the show before. Eric Ten Hag needs to come away from Rashford. Come away from Rashford. Højlund is your guy now. Get yourself some wingers that are going to create, yeah, are going to play through balls over the top for him to go in attack. If you want to bring on Rashford for half an hour demolition job after you want to play on the counter at home at Etihad, away at Etihad or something, fine. But right now, you cannot have a man that wants to be the main man, yeah, and you've got a number 9, a focal point, because you saw what they did. The guy is starving. I'm surprised, yeah. Højlund, 100%. He must have dropped at least a stone, yeah, coming off the pitch, how starved he was. Starved, like. And these men are not supplying them. And again, Ten Hag, why are you not telling these men? Same way, listen, you've heard it from fucking Ferdinand, you've heard it from Hargreaves. You don't find Van Persie, you score. Why? Because I'm building the team around this guy now. Forget Rooney and these man. Rooney got 22 assists that season. Do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
you still had a Wayne Rooney though, innit? You still had a Wayne Rooney.
I'm not saying that he should go get 22 assists. No. I'm saying at the end of the day, Wayne Rooney, you can get goals, you get a consistent performance out of Wayne Rooney. Yeah, he'll give you all. But he turned around to Wayne Rooney and said, "If you can't find Van Persie, you will not play." So what? So why Ten Hag telling Rashford the same shit?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's one thing I agree with. Ten Hag has not made his job easy.
This is the thing about Rashford, Traps. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. His game so far, if you watch his actual game again objectively, without the feeling of we don't like him or whatever, yeah.
I love him. That's the worst part about it. I love him as a player.
No, I'm not saying you don't. But what I'm saying,
what do you love him? What do you love about it? What do you love about the player? What do you love?
My point.
Tell you what I love about Rashford.
Just quickly, Traps. Just quickly. Yeah. My point being, if you watch him, he's actually running down the byline a lot more and going on the outside and trying to whip balls in. The main thing is he just looks like he ain't been able to do that for his whole career. And he's struggling to do it. So, and I made this point about Rashford a while back and said, has he gone too far past his developmental years where you will normally develop at the stage when he actually came into the team? And I think he has. So I don't think he can actually improve as a baller to an elite level on the areas that he needs to do. And he's 26, yes, but is it a case of you just have to let Rashford do the best he can? Because if you try to get him doing other things, it's going to actually regress on the whole team. That's just a question.
I kind of agree and disagree, because I think with Rashford, he should have been pulled out of the team. The one of the worst things to happen to Rashford after that Mourinho era was Ollie coming in and favouring him, because that is a time when a good manager comes in and kind of does what I'm gonna compare the Mahrez with Pep kind of thing, where you buy the star man and then you don't play him, and then you wait till he's ready to implement, and then you bring him on, and he has to earn his position. Rashford's been favoured and loved and given everything, so as soon as you give him that 10 shirt, bro, he believes he has to be a Wayne Rooney now. Do you know what I mean? And how long ago did we give him that shirt? So his mindset now is struggling to go back to that development stage. It's going to take, and the managers keep playing him. They should have pulled him off and said to him, "You need to adapt your game, bro." Do you know what I mean? So I think right now, bro, I don't know what
conspiracy theory. Then conspiracy theory. Is there something to do with his endorsements and contracts?
No, I don't believe that.
No, I'm just conspiracy theory. That's why I said conspiracy.
No, I don't believe that.
Cool.
You know what it is, Mandem.
He's probably the best trainer.
Agree, man.
Probably just trains amazing.
Like our attack's got loads of problems. Ten Hag's not making it great for himself, playing these same players. So that's things I don't like about Ten Hag. Forcing Bruno on the right, all of these things. So I'm definitely unhappy about that. But the reason why I'm just trying to look at everything balanced is I'm just hoping that, yes, I have to kind of factor in that he doesn't have time. I'm just hoping slowly he just starts to make the right decision. He started to take Casemiro off a bit more. He started to take right. I'm just hoping this is like a step. Remember, I told you guys, I'm not expecting nothing when we watch the games no more. I've lost faith in this team until we see consistent progression. So for me, just so the chat know, Ten Hag's not doing well right now and he's not helping himself, but I just hope that he can start to make the small decisions to start doing the building blocks for us to start moving forward. And the basics will be the lineup and taking off players that don't play well. For me, once he starts doing that, I'll be happy. You feel me?
HK says he'll rather get rid of Rashford and Bruno before Anthony. Anthony has played in Ten Hag's system and thrived. Get rid of the old players. They're holding us back. You know what? I think for me, it's an expensive mistake, though. The thing is, I'm not really feeling Anthony as well. I think he played all right yesterday.
So
but
bad,
other than that,
he's dead food, Saeed, man. Don't do it, please, man.
listen,
man.
No, I'm not saying. He has to also do well. Someone put a comment about Anthony. What was the statement about Anthony, like the impact he's got? Someone put something here for what is it? Anthony got how many goal involvements in how long? But basically, anyway, he ain't doing enough. That's the bottom line, basically.
When was the last time he even scored? When was the last time he scored?
Agreed.
It was Nottingham Forest.
Even if he didn't score traps, he needs to be assisting or being the pass to the pass.
Exactly.
But
all the time.
Do the basics. The basics,
Even if, because I believe, Neji, just to end my point, Neji, I don't believe people have an expectation with Anthony of going, he needs to take on a man, I don't think he's that kind of player. I think what he is I think what he needs to master is, I don't think we'll have I don't know if we'll see it yet. Assisting and giving and going. Because if you can't pace, man, give and go. That's what kills me with Rashford as well. You don't give and go, bro. He just goes. Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
Bro, you see yesterday, did you not see Darlow? Yeah? How Darlow was taking man on and going to the byline and that.
Literally.
Whipping the ball in and that.
Traps, if you haven't got pace, you've got to give that 1-2, innit? You've got to create the space, innit?
This is what I say, I feel like we fall short, bro, because we have expectation of what we want to see on the pitch as opposed to what the manager's trying to do. And I think when you're judging a player, we have to take away what gets us buzzing and take that away, because they're not gonna. Sometimes, when you're gonna get a manager that's so stubborn and that has a specific system, you're gonna have these expectations in your head because that's what you want to see. And as a fan, don't get me wrong, as a fan, we get that. But all I'm trying to say is what allows the fan base to keep a cool head and go, you know what? Even though I want to see this, the reality is I ain't never gonna see this because the manager's doing this. So to save me some headache, let me just go, okay, what does he want out of this player? And this is when I said with Anthony, all of his credits come off the ball. Everything he does off the ball is where he's absolutely impeccable at, because he works the system perfect. And obviously, he's one of the main signings that Ten Hag got to bring in because he's trying to implement A styles as soon as he could. However, what's not working?
Wait. So you think that he's doing what Ten Hag wants him to do? He's happy with him. Is that what you're saying?
Again, like I've just said to you, off the ball, in terms of what you want off the ball, he absolutely annihilates that position every single time. And I've seen it consistently. However, the issue with him is that he doesn't have end product. He's too one-rooted. And in my opinion, he hasn't got a right foot.
And Ten Hag said he has to work on that as well.
At Manchester United, the standards are completely different. Therefore, we are right to go in on him and go, you're not scoring enough. You're not creating enough. You beat a man. But when you beat a man, you stop and turn back around. It's frustrating. And if you think about it, all these comments are when we're in attack going on the ball. But an overall, again, me looking at the overall picture, I can see where his qualities are. Most of them are off the ball, and he's consistent there. But no one's going to talk about that because it's boring, and I understand that.
It's not that it's boring. Man. It's not that it's boring. It's not working, bruv. It doesn't matter about what you're doing. Like if you can't do the job of both of the attack and the defender, or off the ball, whatever you want to call it, you're not good enough, bro.
No, I agree. I'm not saying he's not good enough. What I'm saying to you is the reason he gets in the team is because we don't have other profiles that are able to do what he does. So but you have to understand from a specific system perspective, like an actual, like again, to the point system, style, setup, everything, positioning. Those are key elements when you're trying to build a system. First, the end product and stuff you hope comes last. I'll be honest. That's most managers.
No, I hear you. I think also though, the responsibility is that, and the idea is that, bro. Some of these players are the shit as well, I agree. Like, bro, you see them fumbling, Rashford, Anthony, they're shit. I get it. Ten Hag can coach what he wants to do. But these guys don't have end product. These guys are not bagging in goals. Yes,
True.
do we need to allow a system to let them thrive more? But bro, what we have as well is shit, bro. And
It's
that is
true,
on
it's
Ten
true.
Hag as well, in terms of the player, Anthony and whatnot. Martial, for me, I don't know why people are having faith in Martial in 2023. I think it's a hit and miss. You get some good games, you might get some bad games. Rashford, for me, ain't good enough. You're looking at Garnacho's a young kid, ain't going to get onto him. You know, Hoyler's a young kid, ain't going to get onto him. Who else is there, man?
Ahmad
That
Diallo,
is
man, he needs
shit.
to come back, man, because he's
Bruno
banging
as
goals
well.
for us.
Yo, man,
Diallo, yeah,
All I know
Diallo,
is this,
man, Diallo.
All I know is this. I am not sitting by on Sunday and watching my team have another tanking under this manager. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Might be coming, bro.
What
Speaking
if it's
it.
not?
You know
What if
what?
it's not? What if
and-
it's oh, hold on a minute. What if we get beat a little 2-1 and it's just they did some about scrape
It
pass?
has to be
I
down to the
still-
performance.
Saeed,
It has to be how we play, innit?
Saeed, listen. You remember the conversation that we had after that final? Go out on your fucking sword, yeah. Go out on your sword. So if we're seeing a team that's trying to throw the kitchen sink or trying to do something, trying to win a game,
Yeah,
all right,
then
Paul,
you're happy.
That's what I'm
fair,
saying.
fair play.
Ten
Yeah?
Hag in.
But
Yeah.
if it's like 2-0 up, then City take their foot off the gas and you start
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
bare
Yeah.
substitutions.
The
and
basics, innit? The basics, yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
the mentality
Yeah.
thing.
I
Can
agree.
just-
I
can
agree.
Can I
agree.
just say
I'm not
something?
seeing. I'm not watching that again, bro. Like, I'm not having
No,
that.
I hear you. It's
Before you
getting
go,
boring.
Leon,
I hear
I'm just
you.
going to read a super chat here from
I know,
you. He
bro.
says Rashford got a massive contract. Anthony got bought for too much. Bruno giving captaincy. These are Ten Hag guys.
True.
He's sticking with them. Leon, I
True.
go to you. You want to read to that and then talk what you want to say as well?
I think that's true. I mean, you can't. They're the facts, in it. So I think what worries me is on Naji's point. Not going at you, Naji, but what worries me about
No,
Ten
go for it, bro.
Hag in my head is he's picking players based on. This is what I'm kind of seeing. He's picking players based on you do this, I'm happy with that. So Anthony, you retain possession and do these things, I'm happy. I'll pick you again. That worries me that the performance is so low, and then he comes out after the games and he's like, yeah, we played quite well. I'm happy with that. It's like you're happy with it, but there's a million other people around who are not happy with that.
Correct.
So that's what worries me about the manager, and whether that's he proves us wrong in the next however long he stays, and we all miraculously start going on a curve and whatever. Do you know what I mean? And we
A
get
similar.
somewhere, but,
Sorry, go on, Leon.
but do you
I
know
was
what,
about to
bro?
say a similar
just,
situation, man.
I just can't. I can't take it sometimes when he's like, yeah, we played well for the first half. It's like you can't, God, do you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bare excuses.
You know what, you're
kills
right.
me, man. Do
It's
you know
the
what I
similar
mean?
situation was with Van Gaal. He was playing well, but he was so
I hear
boring
but
that
he was
again,
doing better. Yeah.
fans weren't happy. And this is the thing what I'm trying to say to fans. We've been so accustomed to going off everything of what we want, because again, if everyone's trying to say we're trying to move in the same direction as new era of football, then we need to allow managers to do what we ultimately don't want to see. If it means that that's what they're trying to do, we need to find a new way. Because as Man United fans, me being one of them, you lot as well, we have been so privileged where we don't never have to come into a round where we're talking about a style of football or anything. We were so privileged that we could play 8 defenders on a pitch and we'd all be so gassed. You imagine Fergie in this day and age puts a flipping John O'Shea, Gibson, Raphael Twins, or the Neville brothers in a whole team system, go slap Arsenal 2-0. You really think that could go down?
Darren Gibson would do a better job than Anthony on the wing, mate.
Hold on. You think that could go down in this day and age? He just wouldn't. And this is what I'm saying as a fan base, because we're so used to winning, we didn't care about none of that. But now we're not winning. We're now all, me included, we're all having these arguments about ideas, philosophies, and we're clashing because ultimately what we should be doing as fans is being able to go, I don't care what goes out there, I just want to go win a game and enjoy the football. But to get to that level, you need a foundation. Sadly, that foundation has gone, Traps. And now we're here trying to fix the problem.
But it's all good you saying all of this, but you're not putting a time frame on it, big man.
Yeah,
what time frame on it then?
Can we get an answer before we go, Naji? Naji, can you tell us what your bottom line is? Because I'm dying to know. What's the bottom standard for you where it drops and you say I'm out?
Say that again, bro.
So what's the Saeed? Rephrase it for me. What's the bottom? What's his bottom? You get
basically when you going to become Ten Hag out? That's what you're trying to say. When
what has to happen for you to say, you know what, guys, Ten Hag is not doing that. I don't want him in it. Basically, I think that's what the man must.
Okay, cool. So for me personally, speaking for me, not what I think should happen, just for me, yeah. Yeah, so again, quite easy. If I see a whole season where we're degrading to every single angle, on top of the fact that he's got at least 11 players in his team that are all to do with his system, which again, I don't think that's going to happen. But that, for me personally, he's got at least a minimum of 11 players and maybe 2 or 3 players that you could replace easily like for like that as profile-wise. And then he starts going on an absolute mazza on a dip. Thinking, okay, you've got your players.
Yo. Is that me? Naji coming in and out. I don't know what's going on. Your mic's distorted. Come in and out. Come in and
So
out.
basically, it sounds like Neji's giving it this season.
Yeah, but
next
I'm
season.
not, I don't
And giving it
understand.
2 seasons.
I don't
He's
understand.
giving it 2 seasons.
It's understand. So you're saying if he goes the whole season and it goes tits up, he want him out. But at the same time,
Traps, he's
I
basically
think-
saying with 11 players, so he's saying another season it must be because he's saying like he needs his
I
another
think-
11.
I think he said if there's a big decline in the season,
Yeah, if
towards
we
the end of the
keep
season,
getting worse, and I think,
keep getting
and I
worse.
think also what he
11
means is like a full 11 fit, and he's still
No,
not
'cause he
doing.
said
There's
10
nothing, there's no
Hog 11.
progress.
listen, I tried to do all of that,
I don't
but I just see certain
Yeah.
things that even with the David Beckham thing, yeah, man, watch the documentary, watch a little snippet of it. Him talking about how he got the
I need
number
to
7,
watch that, you know.
how he got the number 7 and that. And you remember how Cristiano Ronaldo got the number 7? What the fuck you giving it to Mason Mount and then slapping him on the bench, then, bro? You ain't got a fucking
Well,
stupid
what's
what you're
happening with
doing.
that as well, by the way? What's happening with Mason Mount now? I don't get
That's
that,
what
by
I'm
the way.
saying. That's what I'm
He didn't
saying.
even go on the pitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that
So-
better now?
Maybe he's
Can man hear me?
realized it's a mistake.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
but bro,
yeah,
listen,
bro.
you can't realize it's a
Go on.
mistake. You cannot pay £55 million for somebody, bring them in, give them the number 7, and then what? 9-10 games in, realize it's a mistake. Like
Yes, you can.
you done
Yes,
too.
you can.
No, you can't. No, you
Yes,
can't.
you
No,
can.
you can't.
All right.
Because if he
Pep
carried on
can't do
playing
that.
it, we will complain
Go
that he's
tell
not
Pep he
subbing
can't
him
do
as
it.
well.
So hold on a
tell
second.
Pep who did it, he can't
Alright.
do it.
So cool. What?
Go tell Pep who did it multiple times with the goalkeeper, with
Who
Nathan
did Pep?
Ake,
Who
with
did
Mendy.
Pep
Go
give the
do
number?
it. No.
Who
You
did Pep
can't-
give the number 7 to? Who?
No.
I think the sevens
all right,
lost
all right.
value though,
No,
Traps.
don't
The
move
sevens lost
goalposts.
value
You
now.
know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about,
the
Traps?
sevens,
You're
yeah.
telling me-
No. All right, but
Listen, I'm not
you're saying
backing the
go and
number
tell
7.
Pep.
Traps,
You're saying go and tell Pep. What
Brethren,
Pep? The same treble winning
I'll
Pep.
run the question for you.
The
Go
same
and
treble
tell
winning
Pep.
Pep.
Go and tell
Come
Pep
on, man,
that
allow
you
it,
can't
man.
buy players. You can't buy players and get it wrong. Go tell Pep you can't do that. Even though he's done it with at least 5-6 players, and he did it season after season. Go tell him. I even said this in the last show in the season before. Man United fans are so privileged. Yeah.
How many
You get to
seasons
think that
has
a
Pep gone
manager-
without winning a trophy?
Hold up. A manager is not allowed to bring
How
a
many
player into Man
seasons has
United
Pep
and it
gone
be
without
wrong.
winning a trophy?
We won a trophy last season.
How many seasons has he gone? I'm asking you a question.
Who?
Pep.
I couldn't tell you.
The first season he came, right?
It's the
I couldn't
first
tell
season.
you.
Yeah, the first season.
All right, cool. So I'm going to tell you this now.
2016, yeah.
I'm going to tell you this here, for argument's sake, yeah. I'm going to give Ten Hag a whole 12 months now, yeah, from this day, yeah, to win a trophy. How about that? How about that?
You do what you want to
And
do,
then-
bro.
and then
You
we can-
won one last season, but you do
No.
what you want to do.
Do what you want to do? So what? Oh, what? So what? We should be happy with the Carabao Cup then? Is that what you're trying to tell me? The Carabao Cup's a justification?
Oh,
then? Is that-
okay. I'll tell you what I'm telling you.
Stop being silly, man.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm telling you, Traps. You can be happy with whatever, but no one's talking about trophies. You're saying, right? And I'm gonna go back to your original point.
Listen, Neji, I'll be honest with you, yeah. I'll be honest with you, yeah. Yeah, it's like you're trying to convince me. You're not going to convince me.
I'm not trying to convince you. I'm
Like, I
challenging
don't
you.
listen
Bro. There's a
because this is
difference.
because
No. I
Man
challenge you. I
said,
didn't convince
yo,
you. Listen,
Ten Hag in.
there's a
Ten
difference.
Hag in, he said.
There's a difference. There's a big difference.
Aye,
If I'm
man.
challenging you, that's not me trying to convince you. I'm challenging your point.
No,
That's
but
what, that's what this is about. So when
All
you're
right.
saying, when you're saying about a manager can't brings a player in and makes a mistake, I'm challenging you saying, okay, well that's normal. You said no,
Pep,
it's not.
you-
now
no,
wait
you
there,
said it
hold
to-
on,
you said
hold on,
Pep.
Hold on, I'm giving you
how are
context.
you going to? How are you?
I'm
Nah,
Pep
let me
is not
diffuse this.
Pep
I
Guardiola.
Neji, let me take them and Traps. This is what I think's happening. If Ten Hag continue to play Mount and he's playing bad, we'll say why don't Ten Hag bench him? Now he's benched him. We're still questioning. That's what I think. I think that's the explain.
Because you shouldn't have
He's
brought
allowed
him in the
to.
fucking first place.
But then,
why not?
but he's allowed to make mistakes.
Why
He's
not?
allowed to make.
He should make
He's allowed to make
mistakes, it's
mistakes.
normal.
It's a
All right,
big
so how many-
mistake,
all right,
but he's
cool.
allowed to make
All right,
mistakes.
all right, cool, all right,
There's a
cool,
couple
all
of
right, cool,
mistakes,
all right,
though.
cool,
There's
all
a
right,
couple of
cool,
mistakes,
all right,
though.
cool.
Yeah, there is,
All right,
there is.
cool.
There's a couple.
All right, now hold on,
You're
hold on,
proving
hold on,
that-
hold on. All
proving
right,
that
cool.
point.
All right, cool. So hold on. Anthony, was that a mistake?
So far, yes.
All right, cool. Weghorst, was that a mistake?
No, because again, Weghorst was bought because we didn't have the finances to go and buy a striker. So therefore, the
Are you
situation
mad,
we put in to
bruv?
get that
Are
player means that he was-
So what Weghorst is
That's
are
Traps
you?
killing
Are
me.
you? What Weghorst
Let
is
him go
fucking
through his list.
slow, bro?
No,
I
let
know
him
my
go through his
brother,
list. Let him go through his
Bobby
list.
Weghorst was a
Nah,
mistake,
Traps,
bro.
Carry on with your list, bro. Carry on with your
Listen,
list.
hold on. Wait,
Carry on with your list.
hold on.
No, no,
Sabitzer.
don't do that.
Hey, listen.
Don't do that.
Sabitzer. Hey, Sabitzer. Was he a mistake?
I
That
like
was not a
Sabitzer, I'm
mistake.
not gonna lie.
Sabitzer
I like
on a
Sabitzer.
loan deal.
Sabitzer was
a mistake.
Sabitzer was a mistake because he had the opportunity to make it permanent and he never did. It's a mistake.
He was
He made
injury
a
prone.
mistake.
He was injury prone
So why did you get him in the first place then?
because we were desperate. Oh my
Oh
god!
my days!
God.
I say I give up with this guy, you know. This guy's been bad mistakes. Hey, Mel,
Wally,
number
that's
7,
crazy.
mistake.
Wally
This is
Buffalo,
I Traps. I don't think we should.
Wally.
I Traps. You know, with the loan stuff,
Jesus
obviously,
Christ.
I think the loan stuff, I don't think there was much options and control over that.
Nah,
The
I
Glazers had no
don't care.
peas.
But
We had no
Focus on
peas.
strikers,
I'm
mate.
going
do
We
you
just
mean?
about struggled to get Amrabat this season. We had no peas, man.
what do you
We had no
mean?
Alright,
peas.
you know what,
Saeed.
Mandem?
man.
Look at you. Look at this. You
How
brought
can you
Musa
say?
back.
How can you say
Musa
we had?
even came back. He
Is he
came
come
for
back?
second.
I'm joking.
Bro,
I'm
stop
joking.
Musa.
Oh, no, you know what? You know what?
Yes,
You're right.
How can you say?
Yeah.
Hey, no. How can you say we had no peas? There's
Everything.
Hey, listen,
No
hey,
balance.
Rhino.
Yeah, go on.
Rhino.
Yeah.
How can you say? How can you say we had
I
no
got
peas,
one more
bro?
in me.
Neji drew me out.
Bro,
He's been
Say again, say again.
Neji.
Loan brethren to replace
Say again,
Ronaldo.
say
No,
again,
listen,
Traps.
listen. Man never say that we
Now,
had
what's
no
Traps
peas. He's had 400. He had 400 million, but we had no peas. How about
No,
this?
but-
How about the Bulls? How about this? How about the Bulls turn around to say,
400
big man?
million last season.
But that's how much he spent. He spent about 400
Last
M's. He spent about 400 M's.
Last
But
season.
Traps, you know what it is, yeah? I think we at the stage.
Talking about,
Okay,
I tell you what,
cool.
we'll talk about Vegas over one season, but then we'll talk about the whole entire spend.
No, but
No,
listen,
I'm
let
just-
me just
listen,
close this
I'm
point.
just-
Let me close it. Traps.
No,
this
but
is
you're
what's
talking
happened.
about you're talking about last
No,
season, yeah.
yeah, let me
Yeah,
address
but
that.
Vegas,
So
you got to play
what I'm
in
saying,
question.
we were where we was, and at the point where we was, what would you have done better than where? Because at that point, with the budget we had, we can't keep going back and say, oh, but he should not have overspent. At that time, what would you have done better instead of Weghorst with that money?
Bruv,
There was no options there.
Bruv, go draw for one under 23s or something, bro.
Okay, I hear that.
Go draw for the under 23s or something.
No, there's no one there still.
Maybe.
There's no one there still.
I hear that. Maybe.
So hold on a second. So you got
Bring back Ahmed. Bring back Ahmed from Sunderland.
You got Hugo, you got McNeil. Throw them in there because let's be honest about it.
Wow.
I heard that.
No, listen, because when Van, no, I hear what you're saying. No, listen.
Nah, but bring back my man from Sunderland.
No, but listen. You see I remember
Injured
watching
Musa.
when Rashford came. When
last season.
Rashford came. When Rashford came against when Van Gaal was in charge. I remember looking at the pitch saying, "Who the fuck is that guy, bruv?" Next thing you know, Rashford's still here today. So
That's true,
you know,
that's true.
So do you get me?
I hear that. I hear that.
I don't.
That's not answering Rhino's question. Man saying, given the situation of last season, we get rid of Ronaldo, no P, yeah, because we spent our budget. So now you're desperate for a striker and a midfielder. You're looking at loan options.
Mandem.
There's no loan options there with the budget that you've got to pay wages. Who are you bringing in?
I just told you.
Mandem.
And they've got no experience.
Mandem.
So
Listen to this though.
Hold on a second.
Hold
on a
Big
second.
Man United. Will I
1 minute.
19-year-olds who aren't good enough?
Like, listen,
Neji.
I could bet you £1,000. Yeah?
Traps.
This is where we're at.
Go on, Musa,
But this is where we're at. I jump back in when I hear Neji say that he said Ten Hag needs a full season with 11 players and subs that can come on. Minimum and subs.
Profile, yes.
I said, Lord of the Mercy. I started looking for the link real quick. I said, what's going on? Alright, listen, my thing is this. This is 400 million in.
So
We're 400 million in. For them. My internet playing up. We're 400 million in, yeah. I think my internet's gone, but we're 400 million in, guys, yeah. And he's doing awful. All the stats show that Eric Ten Hag is not up for the job. I think it's not about over-egging it or overplaying it. But he's not up for the job, guys. Let's just accept it. Yes, we're going to support him because we love the club.
Musa, sorry to cut you off. Based on that point you made, yeah, you know, if we actually spent the right money for the players that we brought in, yeah, would you still agree that would you still... What's that noise? Oh yeah, Musa. Can you guys hear that, or is it just me?
Yeah.
So Musa,
sound like a robot.
Musa, that point you made, yeah. If we paid all the right money, so let's say Anthony was 40 instead of 80, all the players we paid the right money that we think they're worth. Would you still think would you still be having the same expectations?
No, do you know what it is? I think it's a point we made earlier is that last season is that he would have bought himself more time because he would have had a better squad to pick from. Because those players equate to another centre back. They equate to another striker. So he would have had more options. That's the problem I have with Eric Ten Hag. Let me give you an example that me and Neji made last season. Keep the Gea and buy a centre back. Or get Onana and have no centre back. These are some of the things that we were saying. Keep the Gea for a season and be able to get another centre back.
Listen, I agree. Yeah, I agree. But I just think at the end of the day, yeah, how much money do you want to give this guy? Because if it's 11 players and 15 and we end up sitting in 10th, you want him gone. Someone else is gonna have to come in and start a project again.
All
you
right,
know.
all right. So again, this is why I say in the reality world, you man don't want long-term managers. You want short-term managers. You want to play like old school Chelsea, because the reality of the situation is at Manchester United, the way we are run as a football club, it's going to take a lot more. I don't know what going there. Somebody
I think
mute,
it's
please.
Musa because he's.
There's something going there, sir. Hold on.
Saeed, you're on mute.
Is that better?
Listen, I'll be real, nature. I'm going to be real with you, yeah. There's no way in blue hell I am giving Ten Hag 4 years, blood. I tell you that straight.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
Forget
That's
that,
cool.
bro.
Then you
Forget that, bro.
repeat the cycle. Repeat the cycle. Keep getting the 7th manager, get the 8th manager, get the 9th manager, get the 10th manager. Keep it going, man. That's on you, bro.
No, listen,
I'm
do you
not
know what?
speaking
Yeah,
to
do you know what? Do you know what? Listen, do you know what? Let me tell you something.
Is Saeed on mute? Wait. Is Saeed on mute, by the way?
I'll give Ten Hag a stay of execution, yeah. If they get a director of football, blood, so they can tell him, blood, you ain't getting them stupid signings that you keep talking about. Forget them fucking stupid signings,
Exactly,
bro.
that's what I'm
Go
trying to
get
say
them
to you.
ones.
So you're judging it based on your preference of signings as opposed to what the manager's
It's not
trying to do.
preference of signings. Signings aren't going to help. Your signings are not fucking helping you, bro. You're fucking sitting on the bench.
How do you know they're not helping?
What's Mason
Based on
Mount doing?
what?
Sitting on the bench, bro. How's he helping him? Doing what?
What do you mean?
Bro, what's
Okay,
he
so
doing?
Mason,
What's
how many
his head or
games?
something?
Right there. How many
Saeed,
games
say
has Mason Mount
something.
started this season? How many?
Sorry, how much? Sorry?
How
Can't
many
hear
games
you.
has Mason
Can't
Mount
hear you now.
started
Can't
this
hear you.
season, and
Can't
how many has he
hear
been injured
Right
for?
here.
I don't know.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Anthony's not helping him either.
Has he started? Wait there. Has
Anthony
Mason
is
Mount started every
Anthony is
single
not
game?
helping you either.
Has Mason Mount started every single game? No, he hasn't. Even if he started every game, next question, if he started every game, are we generally going to sit here and say 10, 15 games is enough to go, he's got it wrong? Given the simple fact there are other players and teams that are better than us, better than ours, clubs run better than ours, who get whole seasons, 2 seasons where
Mandem. How's McTominay getting in front of him though? McTominay's getting in front of him though.
It doesn't matter. This is
How's
Manchester.
McTominay in front of him, bro?
We are in
McTominay's the top scorer, bro. Fuck this, man. McTominay's the top scorer, bro. McTominay.
We're gonna end it here, man.
What is this?
I was about to say that. Yeah.
This is a 6 show, though.
Finish.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
I couldn't get on track.
I love you, bro.
I need to finish. I need to finish.
Timed out.
Guys.
Timed out. Mad thing.
Bro,
Crazy.
listen, people, we're going to have to end it here, man. I'm tired. And I got to watch what I'm doing in about 15, 20 minutes. But this is
Big up the
crazy.
Mandem, though.
This could go on. This could go on for another hour. This could go
Nah,
on
it's
for another hour.
it's true.
This is, you know what I'm saying? But, yo,
You know them house
Mandem.
parties where you with the Mandem, you're watching football, you lose the game, and then the argument's going from 5 till 3 in the morning or something. Something mad.
Yeah,
One of them,
bro.
bro.
House party, man. This is house party, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is house party settings, man.
Yo.
But listen, people, make sure you like the video. I think we might have hit 500 likes. If we've not done already, please hit the like button. Let me just check right now. Yeah, 535 likes. Oi, man, what a show, man. And like I said, next week we play Man City. By the way, just before we wrap up, does anyone think we're beating Man City here?
No.
I do. I do. I think we're gonna beat them.
Big up traps.
Do you know why I think they're gonna beat them? Because it's the same shit. Like when the job's on the line, these players are gonna sneak. Ollie team, like Liverpool. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Fair play.
No, but you can't say later on when I told you so when we lose. Then you can't say that. You have to stick to one thing. So I don't really like that.
I'm not backing him. I'm just saying he's gonna get the Ollie. He's gonna get the Ollie Judge right now. That's it.
Oh, fair enough. Listen, Mandem, it's been a good one. Rhino, what are you telling them, bro, man? Big up to you for coming on. And bro, what a show.
Nah, side love as always, man, and love to the chat as well, man. I love all you guys. Big up, man. And the Mandem, man, it's all love, man. We this is what we do on a daily. You just see the group chat. It's crazy, man. Our voice notes back and forth, so you're just getting that. So big up the chat as always. Big up the Mandem. Traps is always great addition, man. Yeah, man. It's all love. Neji, Leon, Musa, Ty. It's all great, man. It's great. But like up the video. Rhino MGTV on YouTube, and yeah, keep watching Saeed, man. Saeed's putting in that work, man. So it's all love, and I'm grateful to be here, man. But big up, man.
Big up, man. Now, big up to the Mandem. Like I said to you, man, been a lit show. Hopefully, like I said, we're gonna have another show next week. Again, but it's been a good one, man. Big up to Rhino. Make sure you follow Rhino, Leon. Been a good one, man. Big up team, man. You came in and you know what I mean. It wasn't even starting properly. It didn't marinate, man. You know what I'm saying? So what are you telling them, bro?
It was getting there. I was just watching it. Do you know what I mean? Big up you, man, innit? Thanks for having me again. Really appreciate it. And yeah, man, I think you just leave this stream upside and let Neji and Traps just carry on in it because these man will go till 30 hours. You know
Maybe
what I mean?
that's what
Let them do their thing. Yeah.
Maybe, I'm telling you.
You might wake
man.
up to 1 million subscribers. Crazy. Do you know what I mean? So one of them. But yeah, no, big up the Mandem. Interesting to hear everyone's view. And let's see how long the manager's got because I don't know. I really don't know. But pick up everyone. Yeah, I got a dip anyway.
Big up. Make sure you follow
Big up
Leon's
Leon. Big up
reality
Leon.
Traps. Traps,
Yes.
what you telling them, broski?
Listen, yeah, it's been a pleasure, man. AG, listen, like I said, we could go through this all week, yeah.
Yeah,
Now, I'm
all
saying
day,
that when we finish here, you'll head to the group chat and we'll just continue over there, yeah.
It's going.
Yeah. Well, big up everyone in the comments, man. Make sure we smash up the likes, man. Appreciate Saeed, man, because Saeed does a lot for you lot, man, on a Wednesday and other days, match day and all kinds of stuff, man. So make sure you like up the video, man, and we'll be seeing you next week for the same but different. The same but different.
Come on, man. Make sure you do that. And big up to Neji. Like I said, man, the comments might come after you later on. Just gonna warn you later on.
Listen,
The comments will come after you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. Big up
hated the
to
Lord, never ignored, man. United through and through. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? So listen, I don't take people's opinions or myself too seriously where it has to get to a level. You know what I mean? It's one of them. So yeah, man. I'm just I said it's therapy, man. Do you know what I mean? I said it's therapy for the Mandem. This is one of the wickedest shows ever. Probably, if not the best right now, man. And it's all it's organic, do you know what I mean? Like Traps is himself, Moose is himself, everybody on here is themselves, man. So it's nice to be able to, do you know what I mean, be yourself and just openly say what you're saying and say it in a respectful way where even if it gets heated, it's all love at the end of the day because you know what I mean? It's needed, man.
Do you know what it is as well? Yeah, we all want the same thing. That's the worst. That's the maddest part. We all got these opinions, but we all want the same thing.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Nah, 100%, man. Nah, it's all banter, man. Like I said, big up to Tyrone, big up to Musa as well.
Man.
Like I said to you, man, the Mandem talk. We're definitely in the next international break. That's gonna be a must. We're gonna do this in person. The next international break, I promise you guys, the next international break, we're going to do this podcast in person. So imagine what it's going to be like in person. So you're going to
heavyweight. Trust me.
I'm going to be there. Everyone's going to be there in London. And you may see some special guests. You never know. We're going to see if we can.
Shout out to Cruz, though. Shout out to Cruz Biter, man. Listen, you already know the comments come from man, innit? But you know what it is? Even those that I disagree with in the comments, you know I've got time for them people as well. I have conversations with them. You've probably already seen it already. Do you know what I mean? I'll give my time because I don't mind having uncomfortable conversation with people as long as you know it's all love regardless. Do you know what I mean? I may be passionate, I may be quite forceful with what I say, but it's never done in malice, man. It's always in love, man. And I'm just confident when I talk. I'm just that type of personality. So it's all love, man, at the end of the day. And make sure you like the video. What we on right now, Saeed, man?
I think we're on 500 or something likes though. Let me
love that, man. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Hopefully, you know what I mean, you start getting to 600, 700 a show, man. Make sure you go share this, like it, do everything. Support Saeed more than most because he does some serious work, man. Rhino's doing his thing. Traps, I don't know if you got anything going on at the same time, bro. Have you got much?
Traps Insta's popping, man. I like his shorts.
Man. Okay, he's always rattling someone. He's always rattling someone. It's like him, man. He's trying to rattle people here, rattle on Insta. You get me? Traps though.
I'm trying to get to the level where I'm not even allowed to leave my house anymore. That's the level I'm trying to get to.
Fair play.
South London. Come on, man.
Man.
Definitely always, man.
And obviously, just to get Rashford, I didn't.
The Glazers
you know what,
zapped him out.
We've had enough. And you know what? On that note, we're out, man. Before he even comes back in and starts talking the most, we're out.